We
Yeah,
discovered Meeseeks worked as a music player, and apparently it doesn't work very well.
yeah, and I mean the only thing we're using it for is modding, which it's not enough people on the server to have to mod, so I think I'll just get rid of it and put a music bot on here later. Oh, that's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Oh, that's gonna annoy me so bad.
I mean, it would take like 10 seconds to add a rhythm
I'm
bot.
doing it right now. I can't. Especially if I'm in the middle of talking, and I feel like I'm gonna start stuttering.
Yeah, that'll throw you off.
I really want to kick this. Kick me 6.
You just right click them and.
Oh, that's right.
Kick.
That's right. Thank you.
It would be funny if the bot that kicks people could kick himself, but
Actually, disable video. Oh, maybe that's one of the reasons why it was playing video. Maybe. I'm right clicking on him. I don't have an option to kick him. I'll give you one more shot, Me6. You fuck me. We're gonna have problems.
It's even worse.
It's worse? Oh, fuck, it is. You're done. You're out of here. Message.
yeah, you should just be able to.
Nope, I can't kick him.
Oh, it's one of the dumb ones that gets added with integrations.
No, I gotta go onto the Me6 site and kick him, yeah.
Yeah, there's the dumb. They have the fancy new Discord way of using it. It's not as obvious.
Let's see.
He's still here?
Still waiting on Levi, I believe, right?
No, he joined.
Okay. Can you
Yeah,
hear
I'm
it?
here.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
He stealth joined.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm not going to make a big deal of things.
Welcome, I appreciate it. Sorry about the music hiccup. I'm working an issue right now.
Oh, God.
I can't talk and then be like interrupted like that. It's gonna drive me nuts. Now, where the hell is the kick? Settings.
So I believe it's in server settings and then integrations or something like that. I can check one of my Discord servers. Yeah, integrations. You should just be able to remove Meeseeks.
I do not see an integrations. Servers. Oh, there. I didn't go. No, I'm in the dashboard. Yeah. Twitch music.
Like in the Discord server settings, like in Discord.
Oh, I see. Privacy. No, not under privacy, right? Where the fuck is it? Windows settings. Nope, not that either. Yeah, I'm in the Discord settings. I do not see an integration. What's it under?
It's the top level option. I don't really know why it wouldn't be showing up for you.
Yeah, hold on.
If you give me admin, I can dig it up while you intro the session.
Sure. There you go. Should have admin now.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get the plan for rhythm.
Oh, of course I don't have permit. Okay, I'll solve this problem a different way.
play a song with the name. Do I have to do exclamation for it?
Can you give me the owner role? It won't actually let me mess with it unless
Oh.
I have that role.
I gave you every role. I gave you even the one and only, which should have been the owner role.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. The guy who made the server said it. Go for mods right now. You should have it.
Oh, well then I don't understand. It says I don't have permission to manage. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Okay, so it is exclamation point. No, that's fucking me 6 still.
I'm working on it.
Oh, alright, I'll wait.
No, you can.
No, because it played off me 6, so I'll have to wait. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Sorry for the delay, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Alright. Been sitting here with for a half hour fudging with shit. I still can't get it right.
Okay.
Tizio, you're here too, right?
Meeseek shouldn't be able to join this channel
Yeah, I'm here.
anymore.
Okay. Let's try
I can't
again.
kick him for many reasons, but
Let's see what happens.
Whoa.
did he still join?
It joined and then it went away.
Oh, okay. So can you drag the one and only above the Meeseeks thing in the roles menu?
Should be able to. No, I can't. 1 second. It's above I put it above mods. This is silly. Me6 is above owner as well, just so you know.
Yeah.
um,
We can't get rid of it unless you somehow. Is your friend still marked as the technical owner of the server?
Bossville, yeah.
Oh, we can't get rid of Meeseeks right now.
No, I mean, he said I had rights to do everything. Oh, hold up. I got rid of him as the. You try it now.
No, so because Meeseeks' role is above the highest role we have access to, we can't get rid of him. We need the actual owner of the server.
Interesting. Flippin' fudge, guys. I apologize. I will have to fix that. We're gonna have to kind of deal with a little bit of stuttering music.
I mean, Rhythm's still in the channel.
It is, but I don't hear the music. Do you guys hear it?
To be honest, I actually have the music muted.
That's fine.
I don't hear rhythm.
Yeah, I don't hear it either.
Neither do I.
We're gonna have to just stop him. Yeah, we're just gonna kick rhythm for now, and then I'll get it all back later. Once it gets sorted out, because I don't want to hold everybody up.
I didn't even see where you put the command in.
To do what? To kick him?
No. Oh, it's in documents.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe. Yeah. Nope. Never mind. It's the Gips anyway. All right. So. It's gonna irritate the shit out of me. Anyway. So, welcome everybody. Appreciate you having patience with me.
There, I turned off Meeseek's ability to play music, so you should just be able to use Riven.
Oh, I already kicked rhythm though.
Well, I can turn it back on.
No, no, it's fine. Let's do that again.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I didn't know you were still troubleshooting them because I was just like, "Fuck it, we'll use it." But let me.
Well, I figured you were just gonna. Oh yeah, their servers are. I don't know what's going on. I figured you were just gonna start the session while I was fussing with it.
I have to re-add rhythm.
Actually, I should have permission to add them, so you can. Just
Okay.
do stuff.
I'm surprised it's still playing though in the chat. That's okay. Now we stopped. You let me know when. All right. So without the music, welcome back everybody. Sorry about that. The last we left off, the party had received a quest from Volothamp Getarm, requesting your assistance in finding the location of a friend of his named Floon Blackmar, a handsome young noble male with red hair and very beautiful features. They had been out drinking in the dock ward a couple nights back, and Volo had left his friend at the bar to go home after some pretty bad writer's block. During that time, another friend of Floon's showed up to the bar, a person named Raynar Neverember. He and Floon had a couple more drinks, played some games, and the two of them had left together. At which point, they were ambushed by some Zentarium guards. Let me turn that down a little bit, so it's loud on my end. Thank you for fixing that, by the way. Same command, just
Yeah, just
Okay.
exclamation point, please.
awesome. Thank you very much. Let me actually change the music to what it should be. Is it the same to stop? Oh, yes, maybe. Okay. We'll work with that. It's fine. Until I learn it. That's not good. Oh, I see. It's playing the freaking playlist, so it's the wrong thing. It's not what we want. How can I clear the queue?
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, right. Just clear.
What?
Thanks. Yeah, see, it's queuing. I gotta fix that later too.
It queued 114.
Yeah, I know,
songs.
right? Because I pulled it from the playlist, but it should have just pulled the individual song. So I'll have to fix that. I got a long list of music, guys. That should do it. Okay. Again, sorry. So as they had left the dock ward from an evening of drinks, they were ambushed by some Zentarum gang members who had captured the two of them and dragged them off to a warehouse. The party, having left the yawning portal that evening in search of Floon and his whereabouts, discovered the tavern at which he was previously at, found out that those same thugs had followed Floon and another out of the tavern and then were not seen for 2 days. You guys, with some conversation and some coin passing hands, you guys found out that there was a warehouse that these individuals were known to go to on Candle Lane. So upon heading over to Candle Lane, you guys found out that the building was locked and secured. It was pretty dark, and as you guys got inside, you were accosted by these avian bird-like creatures with black feathers that did a pretty good number on you. There was some rough shots there. A couple people went down temporarily, got back up, but you guys were able to suss everything out. After which, you had discovered that Raynar was actually hiding in one of the rooms in the warehouse. After a brief conversation with him, he explained to you his situation and his acquaintance with Floon. Having gathered that information, you continued to search the rest of the warehouse. You came across a magical item, and Tizio, with a very insightful thought, followed a tripwire that was going through the building to a secret room where you guys had uncovered a number of paintings and silver bars. As you guys were heading out for the evening to continue your search, you guys were greeted by the City Watch. There they attempted to interrogate the group of you, asking questions, and with the help of Raynar, you guys were able to come to a mutual understanding, as the City Watch, Captain Staggett, had told you guys to just keep the blood off the streets. As we go back to battle music. Wonderful. Can you clear the queue for me? Even though it says it's cleared.
It keeps getting messed up. I don't understand what it's doing.
It's me 6 is taking the clear, not rhythm.
Well, it says it's clearing. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. Just block him. I don't know. Nope. He's still doing it anyway. So, you guys had left battered and bruised from the warehouse that evening, heading back to the Yawning Portal. At which point, Raynar had spoken with the group and said that he would meet you guys back here in the morning to continue the search for Floon, because he was extremely worried about what has happened to him and his life being put in jeopardy for the sake of a mistaken identity. Weighed pretty heavily on Raynar, so he wanted to help you guys find him, recover him, and figure out what these Zents and Zamthars are trying to do. And that is where we had left off. You guys had entered into the Yawning Portal. We'll say, it was very late in the evening. We're talking like 4 in the morning at this point, very early morning. The bar is extremely toned down compared to when you had left it earlier in the evening. There's still a few patrons that are sitting at various parts on the inside the bar, either passed out in their drinks or having small, quiet conversations among themselves. You still see that Dern is there just keeping a watchful eye on people, but he gives a yawn every now and then as he looks like he's getting a little bit tired. And you guys all find yourself a place to sit. You see that one of the barmaids comes over and asks if you guys want any drinks, and if you guys want drinks are provided for the evening, depending on what you guys want to drink. And during that time, Kalarian, you're able to speak with Durnan. Since the two of you are pretty well acquainted, you kind of explain to him the situation that you have these rusty looking silver bars and you're just trying to find a good way to convert them into more manageable means. And a little bit of conversation, and he asks you, well, how did you come by these?
We found him in a Zenterm-owned storehouse.
Mind if I see one? And he kind of holds out his hand.
I'll hand him one.
Yeah, he inspects it for a moment. He kind of rubs his thumb across the backside and the front side, looking for some kind of marking or indicator. And he says, "Well, I can't exactly figure out where these are coming from, so no one will know if I'm trading them off. If you need some gold for it, I can switch it out for you. Shouldn't be a problem. But don't make a habit of it, all right?"
Sure.
All right. So converts the gold for you guys that evening. Since there's not a lot of people around to watch this happen, and you watch as he takes it off into the back room there of the Yawning Portal. So he's out of sight for a little bit. And there you guys are in the portal. Is there anything you guys wish to do before bedding down for the night?
Not me.
I think I'm good for the moment.
Okay. I think Talum had one thing he was trying to
Yeah, just what I did last time.
Okay.
Write the quick note to see if what happens.
Okay, yeah. So you finish writing on this piece of parchment in front of you, and you close your eyes and you think of its recipient, and slowly the paper starts to lift slightly off the table, and it begins to fold, and then crease, and then unfold, and then crease again, and this intricate series of twists and folds start pouring over this piece of parchment until it forms into the shape of this small bird. And you watch as it sits there and it flutters in your direction for a moment, gives you a look, and then it starts to slowly start making its way up towards the rafters of the yawning portal, attempting to look for a way out. Do you do anything to it?
No, I'll let it go.
Okay. You watch for a moment as it starts flying upward towards the top of the yawning portal, looking for some kind of exit, as it's not able to find one. And once it starts getting barred at the top of the building, it bumps a few times against the wall, and then it burns to ash.
Cool.
All right. So, with that, you guys all find yourself living quarters for the evening. Between the four of you, it'll probably run you about.
It's been a while, but I think we is this the same night we already paid for? Because we were eating
Ye-
dinner, and then yeah, I feel like I already paid for this night. I think you charged us 5 silver.
Let me double check. I'm thinking. Yes, this would be the same night because you had purchased rooms for the evening prior to fighting the troll. So yes, you do have rooms for the evening. So you guys are. That's right. And then Bonnie gave you those keys. So you find yourselves up to your respective rooms for the evening. The rooms are comfortable, they're decent, they're manageable, and you all find yourself resting for the night. Morning comes without issue. You guys rise a little bit later than you had expected, especially having been so worn out from the night previous. But you do rise to the sense of fresh baked breads and bacon and the smell of eggs wafting from downstairs below in the main area of the yawning portal. The day is yours. What do you guys wish to do?
Did we ever meeting? Was Robin?
Raynar.
Or
I believe we were meeting him outside the yawning portal, but I'm not positive.
Correct. He said he would meet you out front in the morning. As he said at dusk or at dawn.
Oh, so we overslept.
Yeah. to get a full night's sleep, you guys definitely overslept. So you guys rush downstairs, you grab what bits of breakfast you can, and you head outside, and there you see, leaned up against the side of the building, 2 figures. You see the familiar Raynar Neverember standing there in much cleaner clothes, slicked back red hair, way more presentable than you saw him the previous night before. And Levi, if you want to describe yourself.
Yes. So, I'm a red tiefling. I would describe it as silver white hair. My horns kind of go up and back towards the back of my head. Yeah. I have a blue vest, like a robe that I had kind of cut the sleeves off of. I have bandages on both of my forearms and around my knuckles and on my feet as well. Yellow eyes. Not exactly someone who's mean looking either.
You all see that the 2 of them are standing there a little impatiently awaiting, and as you guys exit out from the front of the yawning portal, Raynar looks over to the group of you and says, "A little later than I expected, but nevertheless, thank you for coming."
Yes, yes, overslept, unfortunately. Anyways, do you have any idea where to find Floon?
That was one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about this morning. With the events going on last night and the Zentarum and the Xanathar Guild attacking me and Floon, I must say I've been rather up pretty late trying to figure out and put the pieces together. My friend here, and he gestures to Levi. Levi, I've asked him to take my place for me to help you find Floon so that I can continue to talk to my other sources and try to gather more information about this artifact that these Zents are looking for and try to figure out what it is exactly they want with my father.
The one bit of information we did get was follow the signs in the sewers. Any idea how to get to the sewers?
He looks at you, Callum, and he gestures towards the center of the thoroughfare there on the you guys are currently at the yawning portal, so zoom in a little bit. You guys are, because we're all on the main map, right? Yes. So you guys are right around here, and closest one would be, yeah, no, right outside the yawning portal. You can see right on the small cobblestone thoroughfare. You see that there is a large round metallic ring, and he points over to it and he says, well, there are entrances to the sewers all throughout the city. I imagine we just enter one.
Sounds like a good plan.
My best guess would be to start closest to the scene of the kidnapping, maybe somewhere back on Candle Lane.
Of course.
Raynar looks over to Levi and he says, look, I appreciate the last minute notice. If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. Meet back with me here once you guys find Floon, and we can try to suss out the rest of this, and hopefully you guys gather some more information yourselves.
Yeah, you are one to talk and try to skip out on the action, aren't you?
He chuckles a little bit and he goes, well, action isn't always the way to get things done, in my opinion. Sometimes diplomacy is the way to go. But that's why I have friends like you, don't I?
Friend. But yeah.
What is Levi wearing, armor and weapon wise?
I just have a short sword and I don't have any armor on.
It's just a regular short sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that he is covered in a lot of symbol cloths and sashes, and there are some cloth wrappings around his hands and wrists.
Well, Perry's gonna like slowly walk up to you, kind of like size you up and down, almost like making measurements. Oh, one like you. How did you make it without any armor?
Let's
You see
Just-
standing before you a very short, gnomish looking figure, wearing full plate, right?
Sorry, I actually don't remember. Let me look.
I think you're wearing full plate, or it's chainmail, one of the two. But you see that he is fully adorned in heavy metal armor, almost looks heavier than what a normal gnome can hold. But he seems to carry himself well, and you can see a large warhammer at his side.
It is chainmail. Okay.
Surprised it was played this early.
Well, I'm just lucky, I guess, and I just happen to be faster than those who would want to do me some harm.
Speed, huh? Well, just let me know, and I'll fix something up nice for you. You know? Just so in
I'd
case you take a
appreciate that.
blow. No, how'd we go then?
Yep. So where do you guys want to start? Where are you guys trying to go?
I'd assume we start with the sewers.
Okay. Are you just looking for any sewer near the yawning portal, or are you trying to look anywhere in particular?
I mean, we should probably work our way back to Kendall Lane and work from there, because that's where they would have come from.
Can you remind me? Did we find any markings on the Kenkus, or were they free basically?
I believe you guys had searched the Kenkus for any kind of pouches and things like that. You didn't notice any discernible marks or tattoos on them. Their bodies from head to toe, with the exclusion of like their below their knee, was covered in these thick, greasy black feathers, and then their lower legs and feet were actual like bird-like feet with very not scaly, but like very wrinkly, rough lower legs.
Okay.
I believe we did get them to talk about the Xanathar, and that's what like.
Yeah, that was the symbols to follow in the sewers.
Yeah, no time to loot. Grab the guy and get out or something.
Yes, or stuff them in the back.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean, that seems like the logical place to start.
Okay, so you guys want to make your way back over to Candle Lane?
Yeah, that works.
Sure, easy enough to do. You guys have taken that road before, so it's fairly easy to find again. So let me pull it back up. Yeah, so you guys set out back down through the from the castle ward down to the dock ward. This time taking Snow Street straight down. It's a large thoroughfare. There are, especially at this middle portion of the day, there are dozens of people walking through the streets, going through various shops and stores, talking amongst themselves. There are cafes set out on the side where people were just, eating lunch or drinking tea or coffee, what have you, and various horse-drawn carriages that just clop down the street. And you guys start making your way back down towards Candle Lane. A lot easier to see once you guys do make that left onto Candle Lane. It is probably about midday or so now. Took you about 20 or so minutes to make your way down from the council ward, and you find yourselves standing in front of the Zentarum warehouse, which is now currently cordoned off with large, thick ropes.
Was this you?
A lot happened last night.
Not all of it.
Is it like the rope's kind of like the caution tape?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Is there an entrance to the sewer around?
Make an investigation check. Oof, very nice. So, as you guys start from the front of this warehouse and you start deliberating amongst yourselves, saying like, well, okay, where's the nearest sewer entrance? You spend probably the better part of the next hour or so talking to the local citizens that live in the area, just trying to get a feel for any kind of strange activity, and you are pointed in the direction of one particular sewer over on the Street of Curtains, which is not too far from where Candle Lane is. You make your way over there, and as you're going through, you're talking to the various Waterdavians that are there, and they're telling you things like, oh yeah, there was a bunch of rough thugs that were going this way the other night. Seemed to be in a rush. And then other couple of people like, I try to stay away from them as much as possible. It's not always so safe at night, And as you're following this trail down, you do notice that off on one of the side alleys on the Street of Curtains is a large circular metal sewer cover, and you can see, especially with that investigation roll, the same circular icon with the 10 radiating spokes sticking out of it, just etched into a small portion of this sewer lid. What do you guys do?
Well, he sees it, right?
Yeah, he sees it. He was able to navigate through, talk with the people, locate the sort entrance with the same recognizable symbol.
This seems like what I'm looking for, guys.
That over there.
Might
Yes,
as well
this-
get it open.
I don't lift a lot of things.
Perry will start cracking his neck and going over to it and try to lift it.
I'll go help.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Tizio's gonna walk up with his crowbar and try to help out.
Sure. Yeah, easily enough to do. So with the three of you, just grabbing the sides of it and prying it, it comes up relatively easy, and you're able to slide it to the side, and you can see that there's a long metal ladder that descends down into complete darkness. Small, you can see faint glistening of some kind of like liquid or something dripping from a couple of rungs, but it leads down into the sewers.
I'll grab a ball bearing and drop it with a light spell on it.
Sure. Yeah, you watch as it drops about 20, 25 feet or so, and then it just cling, 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 just rolls to a stop out of your line of sight.
Seems safe enough.
I'll hop down and go first.
All right.
I'll follow.
Perry can bring up the rear.
All right. So we got Valerian going down first.
Levi.
Levi, I'm sorry. Thank you. Gotta get used to your voice.
It's okay.
And then it was Levi. Then I heard Perry was in there third. Who was before him?
Perry said I'd go up the last. Go last.
Oh, last. Gotcha. Okay. Just need a bit of a marching order from you guys.
I'll go
Yeah.
third. That's fine.
And I'll take out a torch because we're going like in a dark area, right?
Yes.
Right
Once you guys
now.
get down there, it is completely black unless you have dark vision.
Yeah, I'll just take out a torch.
Tizio, Galarian, where are you guys going? Towards the back.
I believe fourth.
Galarian, that puts you behind Levi. Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay. So, you guys make your way down the long metal ladder, and as you approach to the base of this sewer, it is extremely stinky down here. The wafting smell of odor and decay hits your noses, and especially with the heat of the midday sun in the middle of spring, it's bringing a very unpleasant smell to your nose. You can hear the faint dripping of water and rushing of water throughout this long cavernous tunnel that extends both to your left and to your right, and it is completely dark down here other than the torch and the ball bearing that is currently shedding a large radius of light. You guys get down to the base of the ladder and you look around, and within a few moments you see, going down one particular side of the tunnel, another, this time with what appears to be some kind of like yellow chalk, another symbol vaguely similar to the one that was at the top of the lid.
While we're navigating in here, I'd like to try and, because I have like ink and paper,
Yes.
try and draw a rough map to help guide us.
Okay, easy enough to do. You just start keeping track of which way you turn, left or right, as you guys travel through the sewers.
I'd like to pick up my ball bearing and carry it.
Sure, yeah, you can totally do that. Lasts for an hour, right?
Yep.
Easy enough to
Perry
do.
mentioned. Oh, Perry mentioned making me some armor or something, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm
so
fairly proficient in
I'll
that.
look back at him and, well, as I wipe some sweat off of my forehead, I'll look and say, I'm not even wearing armor. I can't imagine how you have to feel down here.
You know, I'm used to the forge. The heat of the forge. This is nothing to me.
You don't have to show off for me.
Alrighty. So, down the left side tunnel, you see that one familiar symbol, and then to the right side is pretty blank as far as you guys can tell with your passive perceptions. Do you guys want to, I assume, proceed down following the markings?
Yeah.
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 I don't know why we
Yeah.
would.
I need confirmation before I do it.
Actually, I think we all changed our minds.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we actively avoid the markings and go for a fun adventure in the sewers.
and I
Let's
can take you on that adventure. Trust me. That's why I have to ask.
do it.
Are there any turtles down here?
Make an investigation check.
I was kidding about the Ninja Turtles, but if you want me to, I will.
Hey, go for it. The thought crossed Levi's mind.
That's true.
Hey, Angelo.
Yeah, he loved the Ninja Turtles as a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Well, they were Ninja Turtles.
were monk turtles.
Yeah. It was a bedtime story known throughout your monastery. Yeah. So you spend a few minutes and you start looking around. You're thinking like, yeah, wow, I haven't been in the sewers yet. I wonder if those stories are true. And the smell is just hitting your nose, and it's just extremely distracting. You're like, I don't know why they would live down here. They're too cool for that.
None of this smells like flatbreads.
Sorry.
None of this smells like flatbread.
No,
I'm
not
sure
at
they don't
all.
have pizza here.
No, not at all, unfortunately. I mean, you might see a small piece of crust floating down along the center of the water, but that's about it.
Crust and blood, though.
Yeah, there's another poster board that says Cowabunga on the far side. So, you guys make your way following down this lefternmost pass of the tunnel, trying to stick to the edges. You can see that the tunnel itself is about 5.5 feet at the widest, and it's wide enough for you guys to walk, side by side if you wanted in some areas. Other areas you kind of have to go single file and try to trudge through a little bit of this water, and it sucks because it's going up to about maybe your calf or so. Levi, since you are in the lead, go ahead and make a investigation check for me. Just this is you keeping an eye out for additional markings. 13. Okay, that's good. And you have dark vision, right?
Yes.
I believe we have a torch and a thingy.
You do. That just extends his vision
Oh,
beyond
okay.
beyond the normal 60. So yeah, with that investigation check, yeah, you guys are searching through and you find, okay, well, here's a small marking here, and this one makes you turn right on this corner, and you guys are keeping track of it as best you can as you're navigating left and right, winding through this extremely crazy, nonsensical mapping of the sewers. And it feels almost, as if, like, if you were down here and you didn't know where you were going, you'd feel completely lost and not sure how far you've walked. And you've been down here now for maybe about an hour or so as you're following these signs through the tunnels. You get up to a point now, and this is just about the point where the light spell and the torch is going to end. So if you guys are going to recast.
Sure.
Okay. So as you guys are following these signs through the tunnels, you come across this 3-way intersection. And you can see that at the far end of the T section, there's this ladder that leads up to a stone shaft capped by another circular metal cover. And there's a familiar chalk symbol that's marked on the wall nearby on the left. but floating near the symbol is this spherical, grapefruit-sized creature with a bulging central eye and these 4 stumpy eye stalks, and it bares its teeth at you. I need everybody to roll initiative.
It's George.
So I bring you over to the battle map. I do not have a physical sword layout, so this is what we get.
Oh, nice. I'll take it.
Yep. I don't know why you have 2 tokens, Perry. Sorry. And
Oh, I
need to-
dropped one.
Oh, okay. I will in the future, so you guys know, be trying to drop your tokens. Kalari, I was messing with yours, so I had to not have yours up, so I apologize. Get you all set up on here.
Oh yeah, look at them rolls.
Hold on, guys. I got to get the initiative thing up too. Boom. We got to clear it out.
Wait, don't clear it. It has all the new rolls on it.
That's it. Okay, that's good. But I got to remove all the old ones that are on there. So.
Oh, I don't see any old ones.
Oh, I see a bunch of rolls on here.
Oh,
So
well
I
then
got, so you
probably
rolled
easier to clear
a
it.
yeah. Let me just clear it out, and you guys could just type it back in. Yep, so go ahead and roll your initiative again, guys, and then he rolled. Oh no, you rolled 18, and then just type in what you had for the first time. You guys rolled faster than I could set it up.
Out of curiosity, should I be able to see everybody else's character sheet?
You should only be able to see their like icon.
No, I see.
Yeah, just so you have a visual representation of them. You shouldn't be able to access anything. 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that's everybody. No, I'm missing one. Physio, I need you to roll again. What'd you get? Did he roll? He did roll.
Sorry, hang on here. I'm having
you're
an
fine.
issue with my unit.
No, I gotcha.
You wanted our original initiative, right?
Yeah, you're going with the initial.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna. There you go, and I'll throw you on there. 'Cause you would roll a 2, 12, so we'll get you changed up. Boom. All right. And with that, now, mind you all, so there is torchlight going, so Polarian, you have, I think it's 40-20.
I have 30 on my ball bearing, plus another 30 of dim.
Right, but Perry's torch gives him 40-20. Which I think I have an actual torch for.
Oh, you made a torch thingy.
Yeah, I made a torch thingy. Just gotta figure out where I put it.
I'm gonna go grab my clothes. I think they're done.
There it is. And I will give this access to everybody. There we go. It's 40-20. There's that. I'm going to remove your vision coloring because now you can see from the torch. And you have an additional range because of 30-20, you said, right?
I have 30-30.
30-30, gotcha. Just give you...
Well, I guess it would be 60 dim, 30 dark, but whatever.
Right. 60 dim, 30 dark. That looks about right. Just drag that right there. So, Yeah, so it's easily illuminated. You guys can see right off in the corner here. There's this crazy looking creature with these eye stalks, and he's just baring his teeth down at you. And he's going to go ahead and go first. He is going to move up near you guys. He's just going to kind of start slowly floating his way over here just to get a better line of sight of you guys. And I need, let's see, the front two. Go ahead and make some saves. First, let's see what he rolls. I roll 2d4.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Yep, no problem. So 1 and 1. All right, so I need Levi and Calarian to both make wisdom saving throws for me. All right. So, Levi, Calarian, you guys watch as this one of these eye stalks just turns into your direction, and you just see this sparkling of different colored lights, and it reaches out into your guys' minds. Levi, you're able to shrug it off, no problem. But Calarian, you're looking at it, and it's just kind of dazzling you in the eyes. And let's see, you are currently considered charmed. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on your attack rolls.
Neat.
So that will end his turn. Calarian, it is your turn now.
If I'm charmed, then
You're not charmed like you can't do anything. You can do stuff. It's like a slow beam.
so it's like a constant thing, or do I get like a chance to? Roll a
You
saving throw again.
should be able to. Let's see.
Never actually dealt with Goth and 5e.
Or be charmed until the start of its next turn. So it's just one turn, one round. So at the end of the round, it fades. But you currently you have half movement and disadvantage on attack rolls.
I guess I'm gonna move up there, and I'm gonna try and throw a javelin at it.
Yeah, go for it. Oof, unfortunately, yeah, you go to chuck at it, but you're still. It's like looking at like a bright light for too long. You're just seeing this dazzling sparks in your eyes as it just swings wide and gushes into the water.
I imagine either one of those rolls would have missed.
I'm on your action, tell him if that's what you're trying to do. If you're trying to like befriend it, I know. Is there anything else you want to do? Bonus action, anything, Clarion? Since you have a bajillion of them now.
I only think I have one.
No, you have a bunch of like smites that are bonus actions.
Well, I had chosen my readied spells, but they're
I
not
gotcha.
there anymore, so I had to re-choose.
Okay.
And actually, I think
I imagine, is your familiar out of the way right now? Okay.
I've only got one bonus action right now.
Okay.
Because I also, you said you're doing spell components and stuff.
Correct. Like if it's a monetary cost, like it costs 10 gold to cast a spell, then you have to have the component. If it's like, oh, you just have a pinch of salt, then it's implied that you have it with you.
Oh.
Like a component pouch, you would have a component pouch with you. So if it doesn't,
I didn't buy anything to have components for stuff, so I just took stuff that doesn't require anything.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No. So yeah, if there's a monetary cost that says like $100 or 100 gold diamond that the spell consumes, you have to have the diamond. Otherwise, I would imagine that you guys have the components on hand.
Okay. Well, either way, I suppose it's assumed right now I'm carrying a torch, so I'm gonna.
Well, Perry was carrying the torch, I believe. I thought, or did you light it? Yeah, Perry. Yeah, Perry had
I never
a torch.
specifically said that I lit a torch, so.
Right, but because Perry has a torch and Talum had a ball bearing in his hand casting light, you can see.
Okay. Then I guess, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Levi.
All right. I believe I'm gonna run up. Cool. Right next to him,
All right.
right here, and then I'm going to. I take a swing at him with my short sword.
Okay.
No.
No, yeah, unfortunately, you rush up towards this strange creature with these weird eyes, and he's not walking on the ground or holding on to anything. He just seems to be floating above the water as you rush in, water hitting up to about your thigh at this point, and you go and you swing out with your short sword. It just kind of glides past it, just barely missing him. Is there anything else you want to do?
Then I'll just use my regular bonus action to just make an unarmed strike.
Yeah, go for it. 11. No, unfortunately, yeah. So you swing out with your main hand with your short sword, and you just kind of try to like punch him in the side of his eye or something with your offhand, and it just doesn't seem to be able to connect. It seems like you're just being a little sluggish in this thicker water.
Oh, I'm better than this, guys. I promise.
Anything else you need to do?
Now I'm gonna end it there.
All right, Tizio.
Question just to make sure it's not something on my end here. There's two Clemarians on the field.
There, two Calarians? No, there should only be one.
All right, maybe it's just my.
Maybe I am seeing two. Hold on. No, it's one. Where are you seeing the other?
I'm having one show up here and then another one up here.
Oh, it might be a glitch on your end. Is anyone else seeing that?
Okay. I'm not.
No, I'm not.
No, I don't
Yeah.
see it.
You might have to refresh, but it's okay.
Okay, that's no problem. Then I'm assuming I have to get around here then to get visual of him, or can I see him from way back there?
No, yeah, you'd have to move up just a little bit to get line of sight.
Tizio's gonna run up and he's gonna stretch out his arm. Gauntlet. It's gonna shoot some array of a firebolt from it.
Yeah. Oof, we're having a repeat of the last session, guys. Come on. Oh my god, it must be destiny that you and George will be together. Yeah.
And I was gonna ask,
Yes.
what is maybe you mentioned it and I just didn't catch it. I have a little a yellow thing here.
That is the symbol that you guys have been following down the halls. So as you guys have been traveling through, you've noticed, oh, hey, Levi's been pointing out, here's another symbol of the guild, here's another symbol, and that's how you guys have been following your paths.
A wheel with a bunch of spokes.
Correct. A circular object with 10 radiating spokes, which should be in your player handouts. That,
All right.
that is what you're saying.
I'm gonna then move over behind Clemarian.
Okay. All right, so
That'll be my turn.
Yep, you rush up and you go ahead and you activate the gauntlet on your hand, and you release your bolt. It just does not find purchase, unfortunately. So that will bring us to Talum. Now, are you trying to make your intelligence check as your action, or like?
Yeah, do I know anything about it? Like, do I recognize what it is?
So-
Any reason I would know anything about it?
If
It's
you want to
obviously
use your
out of
action
game.
to make an intelligence check, I will allow that.
Yeah. Damn it.
DC was 10, man. Yeah. So unfortunately, right now, just the thoughts escaping you. It seems familiar, and you're looking at it, and you're looking at the symbol, and you're just kind of like, but it's just not coming together. Still have a bonus action, so movement.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alrighty, Harry, my young friend. Torch in
Right.
hand. I assume you have like torch in your main hand, shield out in the offhand.
Yeah, I suppose. Is there somewhere I can jam the torch into, a crack in the wall or something?
The walls are very sleek with water and cobblestone, and they're curving up to make a bit of a dome half shape around the top of you. They're not just like straight flat walls, so there is a curvature to them. But you guys are currently kind of like balancing between a small walkway where it's relatively dry. There's some moisture there. I mean, you could drop it on the ground there without it hitting the water.
Yeah, I'll definitely I'll set it down then.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, so you just kind of let it go.
right here in front
Yeah,
of me.
not a problem.
And then I'll draw my warhammer
Okay.
and charge. Gnomish or halfling war cry for all of 25 feet. And I think that's good. Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alrighty, bringing us back to the top of the round. Your eyes start focusing Calarian now, and the spotting starts to go away. But at this point, this creature now is gonna look at you guys, and you hear this high pitched, like eerie scream come out of its mouth, as if it's like a cat being wrung to death. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to look at Levi, and it's going to look at Perry. Let's see what it does. Ooh, doubles again. I need Levi and Perry to both make dexterity saving throws for me. Oof.
Damn.
Levi, you being so close up to it, you notice that the stalk is starting to move in your direction before it even starts channeling the energy through its body, and you take that momentum and incentive to just kind of barrel out to the side, and you just barely dodge out of the way as this frozen icicle beam just starts to shoot from the front of it. Perry, you're sloshing through this water, and where it's thigh high for everyone else, it's like about waist high, almost chest high for you, and you're kind of having to trudge through a little bit, and it's pretty difficult. And this frost ray just hits you right in the chest. It's gonna do 3d6 damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's the one like strong thing he has.
It's his disintegration ray.
It's essentially right. So yeah, so he's gonna hit you with his frost ray, taking the 3d6 cold.
That would have put me unconscious.
Oh yeah.
You rolled
Definitely
so
didn't like
well.
it.
Yeah, it's either hit or miss too. There's not like half damage on a fail, so you either get it or you don't. They're like short little icicles just blasting out, and it catches you off guard because you see it first. You see Levi dodge out of the way, and you're looking over at him, and you're like, "Why is he dodging?" And then all of a sudden, it just pops right in the chest. Let's see. I don't think it can do anything else. It's going to go ahead and try to slink back a little bit. Levi's going to get an attack of opportunity on it as it tries to pull back.
Wonderful.
And you hear as it's like shouting out this similar war cry to what Perry had just shouted out, but it's even more shrill and high, and it's like ringing in your ears terribly. Go ahead and you get a attack of opportunity on it. Oh yeah. And you slash out at him as he tries to just float on by you, just taking a large gash out of him, and you hear this loud as he takes his 7 points of slashing. Nice. That will end his turn. He's looking pretty angry and pretty beat up right now. Calarian, what you doing?
First, I'm gonna see if he's within range of me.
He's within visual. I think he's within movement too.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way I couldn't get to him.
I mean, so it's yeah, you should be able to make it to him. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, totally.
So bring my sheet again. I think actually I'm just going to. I'm going to try and two-hand swing with my longsword.
Definitely go for it. Not disadvantage this time, just normal attack. Boom, nice hit.
It's hit but low damage.
Yeah, you rush up to it and you grab your longsword both hands. You just slice down through the center of it. It just barely manages to like scrape the side of his eye and his face, and just a large spout of blood just slicks onto the floor below you. And he lets out another hellish shriek. He's looking extremely hurt.
So I suppose until my next turn, I would technically be without a shield, right? So I'd lose an AC point.
So if you're trying to swing it with two-handed, you would end up dropping your shield, and you would have to pick it up as an action on the next turn, technically. But I mean, you're good. You're about to kill him, so you don't have to worry about adjusting it right now. But yeah, in the future, if you were like running with sword and shield and you wanted to swing it two-handed, you would have to physically drop the shield, swing two-handed, and then it's an action to pick something up off the ground.
All right, so hang on a second. The Divine Smite, is that a bonus action? It's not actually listed in my spells.
That's whenever you hit. It's a free thing that can happen.
Correct. Yeah, I believe that's just part of your being a level 2 paladin. You get Divine Smite, so when you do hit, you can choose to pump Smite into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then
I believe that's part of your main. Hold on, I'm gonna look at the front.
Yeah, it just costs a spell slot. That's all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then I think in that case, I may just use a spell slot to kill it.
Go for it. I believe you get an extra 2d8, right?
Yep.
Okay, so to retract a little bit, how would you like to do this?
Dealer's choice.
Okay, so with the light of the torch emanating and flickering off the sides of the walls, you see this crazy looking grapefruit creature just starting to slowly slither its way back towards the darkness to get out of sight. You rush up, bounding across the center of the water, just throwing your shield to the side as it splashes onto the ground, and you leap up with your two-handed longsword. And you just take this large slice down the center of it, slicing it cleanly in two as you watch as all the purple excrement from the inside of it just kind of slithers and splits, and you get splashed with it on your body.
Gross.
Thank you. All right, that defeats him for sure.
Can I cast Mage Armor?
Yes, you can. You now have Mage Armor for 8 hours. Okay, and with that, you guys have a moment to breathe. The noises echoing through the tunnel seem to subside back to the slow trickling of water and flowing as it all seems to coalesce into the center pool and distribute down its different pathways. You notice that like the pool is a little bit lower and everything kind of slants towards the left and the right, just trying to force the flow of water in particular directions. With your guys' passive perceptions, you would notice that there is another symbol here that you guys are, it's a lot more faded now than the previous ones that you've been following. It seems to have been quickly, as if someone tried to quickly brush it off and erase it, but it's still faintly an outline of a circle with a couple spokes sticking out of it. And you also see that there is a ladder closer to where Calarian had slain this beast.
Real quick, I'd like to see if I can reclaim my javelin I threw.
Yeah, easy enough to do. It's just kind of floating amidst the pool of water in the center. You're able to recover it.
So the ladder and the symbol are in two different.
Well, you
places.
rolled a one. Hold on, I'm sorry. You rolled a 1 with that attack with the javelin, though. I'll let you recover it. I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
Say again.
So wait, the ladder is the symbol on the ladder, or is it down the tunnel? farther?
No, the symbol is further down the tunnel.
Should we poke our heads out and see where we are in the city right now?
You see Perry like breathing deeply. I need a moment to rest. Just give me a moment as he sits down, tends to the wound.
Yeah, you bet. Are you guys trying to take a short rest here?
So
Yeah, you can use hit die to recover spell slots, right?
You, say that again. You can use hit die to recover spell slots. You mean
Yeah.
health? Not spell slots, but health.
Okay.
Yeah, Perry needs a rest to
Okay.
use his hit die.
Okay, so you guys take a moment here to try to catch your breath a little bit, assess the situation. Talum, I would say now sitting here for a bit of time, dude. I wish, right? You do start to recognize now that this thing might have been a gazer. That is now currently half a gazer, and then another half.
Do I know anything about them? Like, I know out of game I like them, but
I will give you one more intelligence check, just a straight roll. Or this will be what's
Can I
your
also make an intelligence?
yeah, I misspoke. It would be a history check, so it's plus, so that's 8 plus what's your history?
my history is a +6 from the straight roll.
So that would be
8 total. Oh wait, from the original one?
you rolled a
from
6. That didn't count your proficiency, right? So
Yeah, so it'd be an 8.
so 8, and then you're proficient in history. Yeah, so 8 total. It's you've heard of it, but you can't really recall too much about it at this point. It's something that you would have to go back to your books and look at.
Okay.
Uh,
Learn more about Gazer.
Perry's kind of looking at it and go, yeah, that's it's the weirdest looking grapefruit I've ever seen.
You should try some, Perry.
I would not recommend it.
See, it looks like you already got a taste.
Right.
Mhm.
So you guys are. It takes about an hour to do a short rest. Are you guys doing anything in the interim, or are we just pushing forward?
I'm gonna run back and grab that torch.
Gotcha. Tell him. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So you guys have illumination for the duration of the hour, and then you start noticing that your hour's been about up as the light spell fades again on Talum's ball bearing, and the torch starts to flicker and dim.
I'll just cast it again.
Okay.
The fun of cantrips.
Oh yeah. Do you also cast another torch, or do you let it die out?
Yeah, I'll do another torch.
All right. So, with your rest complete, what do you guys want to do?
We push forward.
Yeah, we'll follow the spokes. Sign, symbol.
All right. So, let me pull up the next little bit here. I can narrate properly. Another 10 minutes or so as you guys are making your way down this tunnel. You notice that it starts to narrow a lot. Where once it was about a 10-foot wide gap that you guys could all walk side by side, it's now getting pretty narrow, and you guys are having to walk in a single file line. So the first thing I would need is another marching order from you guys.
I can go first.
That was Galarian,
I'll follow right behind him.
Levi,
Come up in the rear.
Perry at the back.
I will be somewhere in the middle, apparently.
Right. You know what? We'll do. Yeah, you and Tizzy. It's fine. Write this down. There you go. So, as you guys are making your way down through this tunnel, adjust there. The sounds of the water seems to be increasing a little bit, and the flow of it starts to push you guys further as you travel down this tunnel. You're not noticing, as you're continuing down, any additional pathways going left or right. It seems to continue on for another 80, 120 feet or so. As you guys are walking through this, you can also see that the tunnel itself seems to get slightly smaller, as if it's starting to narrow, and you also get the feeling that you're walking down maybe an incline, but a slight grade.
So we're getting deeper underground.
It seems that way.
Ooh.
Is it pretty quiet? Just our footsteps and our breathing and stuff?
Make a perception check.
Oh, now I roll a 19.
Very nice. A very good perception check. So, with the light radiating from your palm and just kind of listening to the sounds of water dripping through the sides and the rushing of the stream, which now that you guys are like, if you take a moment to look down at it, it's not clear water at all. This is a gray slosh and mess of different putrid waste that's just been dumped under the city, and it's in where it leads, you guys are unsure. Let's see here. Pull that back up. As you guys continue east, well, this would be west. As you guys continue west through this tunnel, and the water is going down this incline. You guys are going probably maybe through about a foot of water right now in sewage. You start noticing that this main sewer tunnel expands into a circular hub with a pair of arrow slits that's carved into its outer walls. And luckily for you guys, since you're not directly up into it, you can see that these arrow slits are catty corner to each other, and you can hear quite loudly echoing off the sides of the sewer snoring.
Oh boy.
Well,
You also notice that at this circular roundabout of water, where these arrow slits are catty corner from each other, it continues north and south, the tunnels. But you currently have light illuminating the area around you, but you haven't fully approached the turnabout yet, the roundabout. You're maybe a good 40, 50 feet or so from it.
And my like hawk thing can't see in the dark, right? Am I familiar?
Hawks, I believe they have perception on. They have advantage on perception checks, but it would be disadvantage, so it's a straight roll if you try to do a perception check. But they don't have dark vision.
I could have my familiar flyby, guys, if you want, or we could just kind of proceed.
Maybe it's friendly.
Should
what if
we at least take a look at what it is?
Well,
would it be possible to get the hawk to hold, or yeah, the hawk to hold the lit up ball bearing to kind of see if maybe one might be able to get a better look at what's snoring?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I mean, that's up to the DM.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Ball bearing small. The hawk can carry it.
Cool.
Sure, I'll toss the ball bearing in his hand, talon, and send him off to go fly over there.
Okay. Are you gonna have him? So this is a standard size hawk. So his wingspan is just slightly smaller than the edges of this tunnel. He's almost like brushing against it. Just so you're aware.
I mean, he can walk. He's just slower.
It's a foot of water. You want your
Oh, no, no.
6-inch bird walking through a foot of water. I mean, we could do it.
No.
So you have him grab this ball bearing up, and you start having him fly out towards the center of this roundabout where the water is. Are you having him trying to be stealthy, or just kind of fly in and out, see what he's doing?
I mean, he's carrying a ball bearing in
Yeah.
pitch blackness.
Yeah, he is.
So, yeah, definitely the stealth approach. No, yeah, he's just flying in there.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, and it would be with advantage because he's got light. Okay. So, as you start looking through your hawk's eyes and you're sending him further down in this tunnel, you watch as he does a quick pop in and out, and you can all see this ball bearing. It's just like he's grasping it fully, so it's, you know, when you cover a flashlight, you only got some of the rays of light poking out from the hand. That's what it looks like as he's flying down with this ball bearing, and he hits the roundabout. He does a quick swoop around and starts flying back, and as he does with that perception check, you can see that on the opposite side of both of these arrow slits, 2 goblins are completely assed out sleeping in small stools, just leaning back against the wall, but they appear to be asleep. And as your hawk makes its circle through the roundabout, starts making its way back towards you, you can hear a grunt. You kind of hold your breath for a minute, but then you hear snoring again.
Cool. So I'll just tell the party there's a couple sleeping goblins behind the arrow slits.
So you see Perry tense up. Agents of Grumesh. We must end them. And then start moving forward.
Oh. Oh, Perry's just going.
Okay. So you're just gonna go rush over to him, Perry?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say rush, but definitely not hesitating.
Are we gonna go sneakily, Perry?
No. He's in.
That's fine. You can attempt to.
It's not gonna be quiet.
Nothing wrong with trying.
Nope,
We
he's
don't
not going
have
to try.
kill them. They're asleep. We could just tie them up and gag them.
Well, so at what Talon describes to you is that at the roundabout where this sewer water is going, they're not within reaching distance of you in the sewer. So at the roundabout, there are arrow slits pointing into the roundabout, and then behind the arrow slits is where they are. So if you were to get up to where the water is in that circular area, you could attempt to try to reach through, but you'd only be able to fit like an arm to try to grab the goblin. You wouldn't be able to pull him through. It's too small.
Oh, so you can actually get in there?
Not to be able to get in there. It's well, you guys are smart enough to deduce that there must be some other way to access the arrow slits from the backside, and that they're just kind of like guards posted up there watching the sewer entrance. But apparently they are doing poorly at their job.
Yeah, with all the yelling that Gator thing did.
No, that was
Oh, that was far
100
away,
that was
right?
far away. You guys spent another 10-20 minutes traveling down the sewer before you guys came to this point.
Okay, yeah, I forgot.
So it's up to you. What do you guys want to do?
You have to find a way to get in there.
Mhm.
So before we get there, there's like there's a north and south tunnel as well.
Correct. So there, as you guys approach the roundabout of water, it funnels north and south. To the north, it seems that the tunnel continues to extend up, out of visual range of the hawk. To the south, you saw that there was a raised platform of cut stone that seemed to have been attached to the side of the sewer, almost as if it was a platform. So there's a dry bank, if you will, next to the sewer on the south side.
So, like the arrow slits, I assume it's pretty thick stone, like a couple feet.
Yes.
Can't really break down the wall.
I
Go to
mean,
the south, right? See if it comes around.
Well, we'd have to get past them, right? So we'd have to take the sneaky route.
up to you guys.
So, like, they're guarding the split, right? They're guarding the fork.
They're guarding the fort, correct?
Oh, I thought we couldn't reach them though.
Well, no. So you can't reach them, but they can see into where the fork is of the sewer.
Okay.
You know, like those medieval arrow slits that you can shoot out but can't get shot from.
Yeah,
inside?
there's like a 2 or 3 inch cut into the wall of where the sewer is that they can just see through. Like a tiny peeping
it-
tom.
I guess so. Is it elevated or is it not? Is it like on the same floor then?
It's on the same floor. They're not looking down. The arrow slits were pretty much level with anyone standing in the sewer.
All right, yeah. I guess we can just try and sneak by and see if we can find a way in.
I mean, yeah, seems like the best option.
Okay, well, everyone go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Should I roll one for the bird?
Yes. All
Hold
right.
on, let me make sure I have disadvantage on chainmail.
Yeah, chainmail I believe does.
All right, then I'm re-rolling that one.
Yeah, definitely. Let me double check.
So do I re-roll twice again? Is that how it works for?
Stealth is disadvantage of chainmail. Yes. Say that again. Well, so you only rolled a 1. You didn't roll with disadvantage, so I would say you can roll.
So
Go ahead.
I didn't roll with disadvantage.
No, you only rolled a nat 1. It says.
Oh, so I rolled a 16 and a nat 1.
Yeah, his first roll is a 16.
Oh, I didn't see. Where is the? Oh, I see. Yes. So yeah, you rolled a 16, and then the nat 1 was the disadvantage. So you would roll again, just a straight roll.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean Clarion gets to reroll too because of your bountiful luck?
Well, since you guys are all trying to be stealthy at the same time,
I don't know. How do you want to do it? So
I mean, it burns your reaction to be stealthy. So I would say either you or Calarian would get the lucky feat for it, because this is a group stealth check. So you're all doing this simultaneously.
Good choice, Perry.
Yeah, very good choice. Which would help negate his.
Oh, that would have helped so much with the Kenku. I rolled like 3 nat 1s. If we remembered Perry could.
I knew he could do it.
He's running Perry.
He's an NPC, man. NPCs only help as much as they can. All right, so let's see here. So we got that 20, which is awesome. 16 is awesome. Larry got his 1. Tizio 12. And Levi, you rolled an 8, right? Okay. So this is a group stealth check for you guys. The nat 20 helps out a lot. And with that, as you guys are continuing to travel, you're now approaching this roundabout. Do you guys still have light sources out or no?
I think we would have probably put them. I would have put it in my bag or something for this. I don't know, with the torch.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would safe to assume I would have snuffed my torch. To be
Okay.
sneaky.
And that would explain why Calarian almost tripped and fell, but you managed to catch him, Perry. Because Calarian was up front as he was trying to navigate through, and Levi's behind him, like quietly as best he can, trying to whisper, okay, just come on, we're about to hit the curve. Keep your hand on the wall. And then you guys start to approach there where you can see the roundabout now, and you can see the 2 arrow slits. Thankfully, because of your guys' group effort, these 2 goblins still appear to be sleeping, and you can clearly see, not but 5 or 10 feet away from the roundabout of water is a raised platform, maybe about a foot up off the ground, or off from the depth of the water. It is dry. It's just slicked in some parts with the water that's splashed up on it, and you can clearly see that there is a hallway with a wooden door. You guys make your way up onto the platform. You guys reach up towards the door. You guys check it. You do anything? Just gonna go through.
Let's check. So only the dark vision people.
Currently, only people with dark vision can see. But you guys were. Go ahead.
I'm gonna press my ear against the door and see if I can hear anything on the other side. So I guess I'll roll perception.
Okay, nice roll. Taking a moment to listen. You don't hear anything immediately on the other side of the door. It's a solid wood door, standard brass handle. Being that close up to the door as you're leaning on it, you actually start to notice that it gives way a little bit. It doesn't appear to be locked. And you can hear out in the distance, also right behind you from the rushing of water, the sound of one of the goblins that seems to be snoring.
Think we can keep going.
All right. So you guys start pushing your way through quietly. The door opens, not too terribly loud, with a little, but the sound of the rushing water seems to deafen that around you, as it's a lot louder than just the noise you guys have been making. Thankfully, let me pull up the next part. Apparently, I don't have it in front of me. Sorry about that. Yes. So as you guys enter in through the doorway, there is maybe a 15-20 foot tunnel that continues north and then hooks to the left where there's another door. So this seems to be like a foyer type situation, and you can see directly at the end of this 15-foot hallway is another arrow slit.
Oh boy.
So
Is it still dark in here?
say again?
It's still really dark in here?
Yes, this entire area is completely pitch black.
This is where the goblins are.
Yes, you gather based on where one of the arrow slits were in the northwestern corner, and then catty corner of that. So the southeastern corner is where the arrow slits were. You guys jumped on a platform on the left, went through a door. You looked up through a 15-foot hallway, and you saw another arrow slit. And you guys are able to surmise that wherever that snoring was coming from, it seems to be maybe those two arrow slits are in a joined room.
I mean, I would think we would try to keep sneaking, right?
Yeah.
Harry's gonna go for it, or at least where he thinks the goblins are.
Easy enough to do. At this point, I would say, yeah, no, you guys have a still good stealth check. It didn't take too long to get through there. So there is another door right near this arrow slit in this foyer area that you guys are currently walking through, and you're just quietly stepping through, tiptoeing. You reach a secondary wooden door, similar structure to the first one you saw, closer to the sewer water. You gently push on it. It seems to give way as well. And as you guys creep in through, you can see that there are two rooms. On the left side of you is a smaller room. It's not too terribly large. It's maybe about 15 by 15, and it's currently cluttered with a lot of disused items, tattered bedrolls, leftover food and excrements that have just been sitting there, and the smell is no better than it was in the sewer. And then to the right of you is a larger open chamber, and as you quietly peer around the corner, you can see that there is a solitary goblin posted up on a little stool with 3 legs, just currently passed out sleeping. Crossbow on the side next to him, feet up on the slit.
Two goblins, and we only do one.
Correct. You are currently in one of the rooms where the arrow slit was on a catty corner. The other one was on the opposite side, but you guys were only able to find access to this one.
So we're in the same room as one of the sleeping goblins?
Currently, yes. I guess I will give you guys a visual reference this way, but I
don't want to. I mean, it's only one goblin. I guess.
So I have a question about mechanics. Do
yes.
you crit it if it's asleep?
Oh yeah,
If you hit?
it would be an automatic. Well, it would be with advantage. I think. So it would be an attack with advantage, which would also trigger a surprise round. So multiple people would be able to hit it at the same time.
This little goblin just getting kicked
Yeah,
in.
they have like 7 health or something. This is gonna be so bad for poor Goblin.
So what if? Do I see anything in the room as far as like a way to alarm others, or he would just be shouting to alarm somebody else?
Make a perception check for me. And so you guys are still on the battle map from before, yes?
Mm-hmm.
So let me give you a visual on there. So I don't have all the fancy stuff. I hate clicking and dragging through maps, so I'm just like, ugh.
Which Roll20 would have like a organization system for that.
Yeah. So I will give you. So imagine there's a roundabout exactly like this one, right? There's an arrow slit here that you guys saw. Another arrow slit catty corner like this. You guys originally approached this way. Then you turned south. There was a platform and then a hallway that led up that seemed to connect to a room over here. And there was there was another arrow slit that was right here. So you guys went through a wooden door, 15-foot hallway. You saw another small room where it seemed to be people were sleeping, and then a larger room, which is where you guys currently are.
So if we had like Clarion and Levi stand around them and just stab him in one round.
Good if you want it.
Good try.
I would like to pick up his. Is it a light, heavier hand crossbow?
It is a light crossbow.
Okay. I would like to pick it up
Okay.
and kind of position myself right in front of him, aiming the crossbow at him.
Sure. So attacks with ranged weapons at close range have disadvantage. Or are you just like holding it there threateningly?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it there, like, sorry. Yeah, I'm not gonna just.
Gotcha. And for your perception check, before I forget, yeah, I deleted it so I can just give you drawing references. I have an actual battle map for it. If you guys get into a battle, I'll throw you on it. But because I don't have dynamic lighting, it would give away every room. I feel like that would be like super meta. So, like, oh, I guess
there is a way where you can hide
Yeah, you
it
could
as
do
well.
manual
yeah,
fog of war.
yeah, I can manual fog of war on it. I'll try it. I do have it set up for manual, but let's see. Tell me if you can see it.
We can't see anything but the room that you have for us.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, so this room currently is what you guys can see, and then in here, oops, where'd it go? This is the goblin that you can see. So that's what you guys can see, right?
I do not see the goblin.
You do not. Make sure I put him on the right layer. So I'm the token layer with you guys.
Is he in a
I
different
think
room?
it's still
Nah,
fogged up.
yeah, it might be fogged up. How's that?
There we
Oh,
go.
now we can.
There we go. My apologies. Sorry about that. So yeah, so you guys are able to see essentially all this area here. This area here. Ignore the little light symbols because you would think they were lights. I know you guys can probably see down here the catty corner slit here.
Yeah, we can see
Yeah,
that.
so that's the other room that as you guys were kind of walking by, you could peer in, you could see that there was another room and that there was another goblin sleeping there as well.
So if we kill this goblin, it's probably gonna wake up the other one.
Possibly.
I guess this is when it pays to have a rogue.
Is there a door right here?
I'm going to reveal that for you. It is a open hallway,
Okay.
and it leads, if you guys were to go that way, down a longer hallway.
Who's someone with dark vision in the party? Does Clarion have dark vision?
Clarion does not.
No.
I
Currently,
have dark vision.
only Perry and Levi have dark vision.
Perry does not have dark vision.
Perry, as a gnome?
I'm a halfling.
No, halflings totally have dark vision.
My
I don't
sheet
think
does
they
not have
do.
it.
Let me double check. I thought they did.
What kind of halfling are you?
Sten halfling.
Oh, no, I apologize. They do not. I completely thought they did. I don't know why I thought they did.
Oh wow.
I just assumed they did for some reason. Look at me. Sorry.
Yeah, I
So,
didn't even realize you were doing. You assumed that.
I don't know. I must have got it from somewhere else. So yes. So currently only Levi is the only one who can see clearly the rest of this area. You guys are just kind of fumbling around in the dark. But-
Oh, and Levi's nowhere near me. Oh boy.
No, Levi is currently standing up close with a crossbow pointed at this sleeping goblin, and he's just, slowly trying to he's rocking back and forth slowly, but it's almost sliding off the chair at points.
Does he have armor on?
He has simple leathers. You can see there's a simple hide leather around his waist, a scimitar on his side.
Hey, Clarion, do you think we should get some light in here?
If I strike up a torch, is that gonna wake them up?
I mean, I can just pull out my ball bearing and it would be quiet.
You can
Imagine banging some rocks together. Probably wouldn't be a.
you can
idea.
certainly try.
If he's gonna pull out his ball bearing.
Yeah.
Well, I was asking if you think we should get some light.
Well, I can't see, so probably.
I'll just slide the ball bearing out of its little pocket where it was shining lots of light.
Okay. So and you're gonna cast cantrip for.
Well, it's
light?
already so.
Oh,
I
that's right.
thought
You
it-
had it. No, you had it lit for an hour. You're right. You pocketed it. You're good. So yes. So you do pull out a ball of light, so that will illuminate the room around you, and it will start creeping into the area right about where Perry is. So it's not currently engulfing you and the goblin,
Cool.
but there is a flickering as it bounces off the walls.
Sounds like we should just kill this thing, but I don't even know it's there. So, well, I knew it's there, but
Yeah, you know it's there because you saw it from your hawk. And you can hear him snoring, loudly echoing off the chamber walls. It's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do.
Well, trying to kill him and we fail. It's gonna be.
Perry doesn't
some
want to kill
problems.
something sleeping.
well, we can make sure it stays sleeping for longer.
And just as a note, guys, as I'm revealing parts of the map for you, you don't have to drag and drop if you don't want to. I'll let you know if you have to position yourselves. It's just for visual reference.
I mean, technically, are we still stealth? Could we just sneak by?
No, at this point you would have to make a new stealth check because you guys have been whispering to each other and you now have light radiating from your palm.
Fair enough.
I guess we should just try to just take care of them.
Perry's gonna sheath his shield
Okay.
and then do non-lethal damage with his warhammer.
Given that these are goblins, they're
And then
inherently
he's-
evil. So
Are we rolling an initiative then?
No, this would be a surprise attack for you guys. So whoever's going to attempt to attack this goblin, it would be an attack with advantage. I imagine this is simultaneous.
I'll just roll a
Everybody
10.
just attack.
Jesus Christ.
So a 10. So you got Calarian got 11 and a 6. Perry, roll one more time for advantage.
I got a 12 and 10.
12 and 10.
Don't think it's high enough.
It is not.
Ridiculous.
This is crazy.
Well, doesn't Levi have a swing?
If he wants, if he's attempting to attack.
I mean, have you guys successfully murdered him yet?
No.
Try to knock him
No,
out.
that I was giving you the option to act before I said anything.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, go for it. Attack with advantage. This is a kind of a three-way simultaneous attack on you guys. So
Okay.
9,
So my
9,
first.
9 points of damage. Yes. Yep. So as the three of you kind of stand around this sleeping goblin, for whatever personal reasons you guys felt bad about it, Calarian and Perry end up striking stone, making sparks fly and cracking the floor beneath your feet as Levi looks over at you like with this kind of weird glance as he just clocks his goblin into the side of the jaw, knocking him down prone onto the ground with this loud You do 9 points of damage to the creature, but he is still alive and he is like about to scream. You have
Wait, did my firebolt not?
Did you fire? I didn't see a fireball. Oh, I saw a 23 and a 21. I thought it was Levi attacking twice. Levi, you get
No.
Levi, you get advantage on your attack, just in case you get a 20.
Oh well, I'm fine.
But I mean, he is not dead. I'm giving you an option. In the future, I won't.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do another unarmed. Or I'll just do an unarmed.
Okay. And it's with advantage because you were doing it all as a surprise round. See, there we go. That's why we take advantage. Okay.
And it's a crit.
And it's a crit, which is what you needed to keep this as quiet as possible. So,
God.
still with the loud banging of metal or on stone, Levi, you just in quick succession as Talon releases the fireball from his hands, just 3 pops right to this goblin. He goes down to the floor in this large puff of smoke and flurry of fists, and he is completely unconscious. And as you look closer at him, it seems like his neck had got cracked in the process of hitting stone with your fist.
Ooh.
So
I guess he doesn't need a crossbow anymore.
So he is currently incapacitated, or dead, I should say, but incapacitated. You know, they get death saves.
Incapacitated forever.
He's dead, but however, you do hear a loud and shouting in Goblin.
Ugh.
What are you guys doing?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Start running.
Yeah.
Okay,
Light up my torch again.
sure. And so, like I said, you don't have to drag if you don't want to. So you guys start moving your way up north, I imagine. Where's this way?
Through the hallway.
Okay, so you guys start making your way up north, and it's a longer stone hallway still. And as you guys approach into the next room, it's hiding instead of revealing. There it goes. You can see a larger bed chamber, I would say, with various beds and cotton rolls and things like that. As you guys are approaching that area, double check your passives. Yeah, Levi, you would hear it first. You can hear directly in the opposite room from where you guys are standing a loud commotion as the sound of wood and furniture seems to be dragged and slid across the stone floor, and you can hear 2 people arguing amongst themselves. One of them with a lower voice, a gritty voice than the other, and the first voice you hear is, "That's not gonna work. It's you got to cover even the bottom." And then you hear another voice a little bit deeper, like, "I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it."
I turn. I'll tell the group. I think that's more than whoever's. I should absolutely go take a look.
Harry shows a face of confusion and keeps going.
Okay. You guys trying to be quiet about it or just walking in?
I think we passed the whole quiet kind of
Yeah.
approach.
Okay. So as you guys walk into the next room, let me reveal that area for you. That will just reveal that whole area, but you don't know what's behind that door yet. Excuse me. So as you guys walk into the next room, you see that there is a human male with these eyeball-shaped tattoos on the back of his head. Very familiar to you. If anyone wants to just roll a little... No, this is fine. You guys would all recognize him. You guys just saw him just the previous night. This is the same human male that had gotten into a fist fight with the orc, the half-orc, in the Yawning Portal. Next to him, you see a grumpier-looking dwarven male with very dark gray skin. And they are currently in the process of what it looks like barricading one of the two doors. As you guys enter into the room, they both kind of look at you and go, "Intruders!" And I'll need everyone to roll initiative. Let me pull up the tracker first.
We're new recruits.
You are. So I would say
Hi.
as you guys are entering in the room there, you guys can kind of position yourselves around here.
Into the room with the other people?
You guys were, walking into this room. You guys can't be like right up on them, so I'd say like about this first bed.
Right on the other side of the doorway, right here.
Yeah, that's when it would happen.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to buy the pro subscription so I can do all the dynamic lighting for you guys.
Oh
Yeah.
god. That's
Hardly worth the headache.
Yeah, that's a nightmare to set up, and it hardly works.
Yeah.
Manual is probably easier.
Oh, I guess so.
I know what lighting works just fine.
I'm such a like a tabletop D&D guy, like, so I just, the theater of the mind is the biggest thing that I like doing.
Yeah, and that's fine.
All right, so is everybody in there? I believe so. I don't know if you guys can see names in the turn orders. You probably can, right?
No,
I can see mine.
I
Just
can only see my
I
name.
can,
okay, good.
I can see my own.
Good to know. All right. So, not really a surprise round here because you guys weren't being stealthy about it. So we will just take the initiative order. And Levi, you're up first.
I'm gonna run up just on this side right here, and I am going to swing my short sword at him.
Go for it. Unfortunately, you're swinging at the first one, right?
Yeah, that guy,
Yeah.
the human.
Yep. You go to swing, and as he's shouting out "intruders," he's drawing his scimitar out from his side of his hip, and he just parries it off of you, unable to strike him.
And then for a bonus, I'm gonna use Flurry of Blows. So
Yeah.
I'll take 1 key point away, and then I make 2 unarmed. Do I have to roll attack roll, and 2 damage rolls?
It would be 2 separate attacks.
Okay, cool. One. There's the other.
Oh yeah, both of those definitely hit. And so you just rush up into this this human male, and you haven't seen him before, but this is a rugged-looking human male with basic leather vest, and like a dirty, grimy gray shirt, and he has a completely bald-shaven head, scruffy beard, and these dark purple eyeball-looking tattoos that just are speckled all over the top of his scalp. And as he manages to parry off that short sword, he's not expecting the rush of attacks that you get from both of your fists, and it just completely knocks him unconscious.
Wow. For all those eyes, he didn't see it coming.
He did not. He just completely gets blindsided on it and just falls to the ground. It's a lot of damage you guys do. It's level 2 damage. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll end it for me.
All right, tell him.
Okay. I'll peek my head around the corner and see that he's wailing on him, and launch a firebolt at him.
Yeah, at the one still standing. You got it.
Wait, he's already knocked out?
Yes, the human male is completely like on the ground.
Oh, yeah, then the one still standing, sure.
Go for it. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, so you release a fireball at this gray short dwarven male, long beard in the front, carrying a warhammer in one hand, and he turns to look at you as he watches his buddy fall in front of him, and he just gets struck in the chest. Very nice. Anything else you want to do?
I'm good.
Alrighty. Calarian, what you doing, buddy?
Um, so I think I can only move there. So pop in there, and I guess I'll just ready an action for now.
Okay, what are you readying?
It's a good question. I guess I'll just use my movement, and that's it.
So you're not going to hold an action?
No.
Okay. He is currently dead. Now, this gray-skinned dwarven male, he's going to look at the group of you and he goes, "Alright, what the hell are these bloody goblins doing?" And he's going to rush towards you, Levi. And as he does, with each step, you watch as he starts growing larger and larger and larger still until he's almost head height with 10-foot ceiling in front of you.
You're a big one.
And that's going to be his action for the turn. And he's going to look at you and goes, "Come on, little boy." Barry.
All right, Perry will move his. Use his action to get closer. Oh, actually, yeah, actually, I'm right there. And then I will ready my action to my bonus action to cast Sanctuary if he attacks me.
So if he attempts to attack you, you're going to trigger Sanctuary.
Correct.
Gotcha. Physio.
That door next to Perry, is it open or closed?
Yes, it's open. You can just push through it.
All right. Tizio's gonna run up past everyone, go around the corner there, and he's gonna stretch out his arm again with his gauntlet, and this time a greenish gas starts coming out.
You were here, right?
Starts coming out towards it. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have enough movement to get over there. This is a wall, so you'd have to go down and then across. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. Movement totally just blanked on me on that.
Nope, you're fine. But you still have
So
line
I
of sight
can
on
I
him.
can still do it from there. Yeah.
Yep.
And same thing. A greenish gas comes out from his gauntlet there.
Okay, that's a con save. That's what I thought. All right. Which he has advantage on.
You said he was a dwarf, right?
He looks like a dwarf, yeah. Because this is against a poison spell, right? Yes, it is. 20 for the DC is what he made.
He takes no damage.
No damage. So you watch as this green spray, or this green poisonous spray, emanates over your head, Levi, as it just fills up the face of this creature, and he looks down at you, Tizio, and he just kind of chuckles a little bit, like, "Need something stronger than that."
Poop. That'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty, Levi. Top of the round.
All right, I'll look up at him and I'll say,
That's correct,
if
Perry.
what's your trick to do that? And as I finish the question, I'll try to swing up my short sword at him to try and catch him across like the chest and the chin.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, 19 definitely hits. And you can see, guys, that he's wearing very heavy looking scale mail, and he has a shield in one hand. So you reach up as you're saying this to him, and you slash across the front of his chest, piercing through this scale mail on the front. And he kind of grunts in a little bit of pain as he takes this damage, and he looks back down at you, and he goes, "Fight!"
Oh. And then I will spend another key point to take the dodge action.
Okay.
For
Yeah, disadvantage on attack rolls. You bet.
awesome.
Nice. Staying where you are.
Mhm.
All right, Talon.
We'll poke my head around and I will cast. Yeah, I'll just cast Firebolt again.
You bet. 16 is what you needed. Yeah, it definitely hits. So you release another firebolt into this guy's face as he's taking this slash from Levi's short sword, and he looks over at you and he just growls a little bit as some of his beard gets singed.
And when he was enlarging, did he cast anything? Because like, I don't know if it would have a vocal component, but did it look like he was casting something? Or
From where you were not sure because you were in the other room.
so I didn't hear any arcane words being shouted or anything.
What's your passive? 13, I think.
11.
11. No, you did not. All right. Anything else?
No.
Perfect. Galarian.
All right. Is it good to move here?
Yeah, you can fit. You just hop up on one of the
Jumping on
beds.
the bed.
Yeah, the beds are figurative. They're bed rolls, so they're just laid out, sprawled on the floor. So you can easily walk over them. I try to find nice looking maps.
All right. I'm gonna take a swing at him with just one handed.
Go for it. Oh yeah, nice hit. You guys are just pummeling him as you rush
And
up
that'll
with
be
your.
my turn.
Yeah, you bet. You rush up and you slash out towards his midsection, causing another spout of blood to spray across the bedrolls that are on the ground there. Is that 7 slashing? Nice. All right. That brings us to him. As he stands there looming over all of you, head slightly brushing up against the top of the chamber that you were in, he is going to look down and he is going to go ahead and take a swing at you, Levi, and that's with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yep, he's going to take a swing with his war pick, and you watch as he's holding this large shield in one hand and this war pick in his right. 13, I believe, misses you, right?
Yes.
All right. Yep. So he goes and he goes to swing towards you, and you just manage to duck under it as it just slashes out to the left, just slamming into the stone wall, causing some of it to crack and tumble into the ground. And then
You just don't know how to use your size.
he just looks at you. Stay still, you little pest. And that will end his turn. Perry. Yeah, you can ready a bonus action as an action, right? So, unfortunately, yeah, you will lose the spell slot because he did not trigger your action on the last one.
Yeah, that was a waste. Oh well.
But the turn is yours.
Yeah, I'll just smack him.
All right. Nice, definitely hits. 8 points of damage. How would you like to do this?
Perry will run up and smash him with the shield, and then with a nice little upcut up to the chin, his warhammer. And yeah, just standing over him, looking glorious.
Nice, yeah. So right as the war pick slams into the side of the wall next to you and causes a lot of it to crumble, you take that opportunity to leap up on this enlarged warhammer, and you use that momentum with him pulling it back to lunge yourself forward, knocking him off of his feet a little bit as you just clack him onto the side of the skull with your warhammer, causing him to stumble and fall back over onto the ground, bleeding from the side of his temple. And as he lays there, the blood slowly pooling out onto the floor, you watch as his size starts to shrink and shrink back down to a medium-sized creature. Very nice. Yes, you can ready. It's called the dash action. You can hold an action to dash.
Can I check his body?
Sure, make an investigation check. An 8. Okay. Looking through the two of these creatures laying lifeless on the ground in front of you, you begin rummaging through, and you find a small satchel on each of them, containing 2 silver pieces. But that's all you find. So that's 4 silver pieces total.
Anybody want 4 silver?
Ignore you and start casting Spare the Dying on the 2.
Don't
Because it's
mind.
what is it? What are the creatures that we just knocked out?
Fair, I think they're
One
dead.
one is a human, one is a dwarf. Thematically, at the start, the first session, I let you do it on the fairy dragons. Most creatures, with the way you guys are impacting them, it's like dead on sight.
Does nobody else want this 4 silver?
I'll take the 4.
Well, I was gonna take 2. You want to split?
You guys are fighting over 4 silver.
Money's money.
Roll initiative again.
I just tossed the 4 silver at them and let them duke it out.
Like on the center of the floor between them.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys do? You see 4 silver just clang to the floor in front of you.
I'll just sigh and I'll just walk away and start moving over here.
Okay, so before you try to go through that doorway, this is the problem I have with the dragging stuff. You see that behind the Durgar, which if anyone wants to roll a history check to see if he's a Durgar, I'll let you. If you're proficient with history, that doorway is currently barricaded by chairs and blankets and a small dresser and various
Yeah.
different bits of furniture that they seem to have been piling up in front of that doorway. Tizio, you would, and Talum, you would recognize this as a Durgar.
We just killed a Durgar. And there's another way that we could run that's unblocked?
Correct. Right to the south there is another doorway that is unlocked.
Can I hear anything if I press my ear to this door?
Make a perception check. You try to lean up as close as you can to the debris that's there in front, and you listen for a moment as you try to tone out the sound of coins hitting the ground and people arguing over 4 silver. You hear a very low but consistent sizzling sound, like
Kind of look around for like a key or something.
I mean, so the door's not locked, it's just buried by debris.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if you want to take time to remove the stuff, you can.
So both doors are blocked by
No,
stuff?
the upper door, the northern door, because that's the one he was checking, right? This one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So,
that
yeah,
one
I'll
is
try it.
barricaded. The other one is open. This one is available to walk through.
Yeah, I'll take some time to try and get rid of the debris. I imagine it's not a lot, right?
It's a fair number. It'll take you a few minutes to clear everything. Okay. So you clear out the debris, and as you push on the door and you open it, you can see that this is a back then they would call it a Jake. It's a bathroom. But you can see that there is a small hole in the back corner of the room, and down in the corner you can hear that sizzling sound growing louder and louder. And as you get closer,
Yeah, I'll get closer.
as you get closer to it to inspect the hole, you can see these gray oozing tentacles starting to creep their way up through the top of the hole, slowly clambering up through the top.
And I'll back up.
Okay.
Uh,
The sizzling is starting to get louder.
can I tell what it is? I guess.
You can make a perception check. You're not entirely sure what it is, but you can clearly see these long tendrils of this ichor that seems to be moving as if some sort of membrane, as it latches onto a piece of wall and starts to clamp on. And as it does, it starts to eat away the stone, and another one reaches out underneath the wood floor, and the wood starts to burn up and collapse as it starts pulling its way up through the top. And now you can start seeing just the top of this large grayish dome looking ooze that seems to be seeping up from the bottom.
So Perry will start running. Guys, run!
Which way?
Like I said, this door is not barred.
This way.
Oh,
Oh, we're just going with the unknown. Why are we running, Perry?
Do you want to find out?
I trust you.
Alright, so you guys can see up to here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this hallway here is just another long stone corridor that leads down to what you can see at the distance there, because Talum's still holding light. Appears to be a stone staircase that leads down into a larger central chamber.
Let us go.
So as you guys enter into the larger central chamber, let me do it for you so you can see. Stuff to reveal. Boom. Give you that much for now. There. You guys can see the chamber?
Yep.
Okay. So as you guys start entering into this chamber, it is dimly lit. There are a couple sconces on the side of the walls. There's a long red carpet that seems to stream all the way up from the staircase to another staircase at the far end. And at the far end of the staircase, you can see that there is a finely crafted chair that rests under on top of a stone slab. And from this stone slab, you can barely make out, but it looks as if the chair is in the center of a very familiar symbol of a circle with radiating spokes emanating out from the bottom of it. Sitting in the chair, you can see a hooded figure with dark green skin and two sharp teeth poking up from his bottom lip. Some stuff, get that out of my way. So you can see this half orc looking creature sitting in this chair of the throne room, expectantly waiting for you guys to enter. And as you guys approach, he looks at the group of you and he goes, "So it seems my guards are useless. Who are you?"
There's still something like coming out of the ground, right?
In the room that Perry was in earlier?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like when we just ran away from it.
Yep.
Perry, do you know what's in your bathroom? That can't be good for us.
You say this to him?
Yep, that's in character.
He looks at you a little puzzled, and then he goes, "I don't have time for games. State your business, or I will end you where you stand."
Big gray dissolving stone.
Yeah, that's. Yep. So I guess Perry, is he able to tell if he's what he is?
From if you guys are standing about here now ish, kind of looking at him on the throne, he appears to be half orc.
I'm Perry, devoted follower of Moradin. Who are you?
I am Grumshar, master of this lair. Why have you joined here? Why? State your purpose.
Are you a blind follower of Grumsh?
He takes a moment to think about. I have no need for deities with the skills that I possess. Xanathar is the only one I serve.
Who is Xanathar?
I'm trying to think of the right way to say this. He is the one who will bring order to these streets. He is the unseen guild. He is the eyes that watch.
Well, we're here just looking for a friend of ours. Floon. Have you heard of him?
He doesn't answer.
We know you have a friend of ours. We want him back.
If you want your friend, return the Stone of Galore to me.
What is the Stone of Galore?
He kind of glowers his eyes at you a little bit, and he just kind of tries to get an assessment of the group of you as you stand there. And you can see as you guys are standing there, and he's just staying motionless in the chair, but constantly his eyes are darting back and forth between the group of you. And then with, I want to say, yeah, with Levi's passive insight, you do catch flickers of him looking towards the left every now and then, towards this direction. So yeah, Levi, if you wanted to make an insight check, you could.
Okay.
He looks at you, Talum, and he says, "The stone is the key to Xanathar's victory."
That's not a lot of information.
Perry's gonna look back and see if the dissolving mass is coming towards us.
Make a perception check.
I will reroll that.
You're a little focused on this half orc that's in front of you. He's Oh man, he looks evil.
Where are we in? Are we in the room, the same room he's in?
Yes, you are all currently. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You're all kind of standing here.
I I'm gonna take a few steps towards him, kind of get to the end of the carpet here.
Okay. You're about 10 or so feet from him, and he's above you on that raised platform.
And what did you want us to find?
You asked him what do you want him to find?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second. The Stone of Galore. It is the key to Xanathar's victory in Waterdeep. Many are unnecessary, but those who remain, they will bask in the glory of Xanathar and all that he holds for this city.
You want us to find a rock and we'll get our friend back.
You can have your friend. I have no use for him.
Oh, like right now?
Only if we can make a deal.
What's keeping
Alright.
me from binding this contract then?
Your friend's life.
All right. I'm gonna pull out that crossbow that I took earlier from the goblin.
Sure.
And I'll point it at him.
No.
And
He
I'll
scowls.
say, I think it's in your best interest if you just give us our friend. Now.
You think your threats will intimidate me?
I know they will.
Make an intimidation check.
I have thankfully I have something up my sleeve just in case it doesn't pan out.
You watch as his eyes go from you to the crossbow bolt, and then back to you, and then back to the left. He stays silent for a moment, but then you watch as he lifts his hand and he mutters a few arcane words, and you watch as his image shifts from this dark and taller, rather slender half orc, and his form just changes into a human male with long red hair and beautiful muscular structure, and it's very reminiscent of Ren, but not the same. And he looks at you and he says, I can be many things, but an enemy is not one of them. Not unless you agree.
Well, why would we give you a genocide rock? Even his life is not worth the life of many.
A genocide rock.
The rock is not going to hurt anyone. The rock is just a tool. Xanathar knows how to use this tool to its fullest. He seeks that which was stolen from this city and wishes to take it back. That is all. And he slowly starts to rise up out of his chair, starts making his way down the steps closer towards you, Levi, crossbow still drawn at, pointing at him, and he starts slowly just walking this way a little bit. You see,
Oh.
for too long, the Xanathar Guild has been criticized and condemned for its actions. We're not here to harm others. We want peace within the city. Too many factions hold too many shares of the pie. But Xanathar wants to unite the city. And he's starting to continue to pace.
Can we meet this Xanathar dude?
Well, first you must prove your loyalty to us. What would you do?
We'll take our friend back from you. That's how we'll do this.
There are only two ways for you to take your friend.
Yeah, the rock and I don't know the other way, but I know that you want this rock.
The other way is quite clear. Leave this place while you still can. Leave the Xanathar Guild alone. Your friend is of no use to us, and he gestures and points over in this direction here.
Should I actually be scared of this guy, or is he like BSing me?
Make an insight check.
Oof.
Very nice roll. I'm messaging you. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Whisper, whisper.
Yep.
Well, which way is he facing right now?
He is facing the group of you, but he is slowly walking, hands just clasped gently behind his back. But he's kind of in the middle of this archway where these doors are in front of you. There's a set of double doors right here. Go ahead.
Is it possible for me to, let me see. So behind him, this arch here, are
Uh-huh.
these doors right here?
Yeah, there are doors there.
Are they locked?
You would have to check, and you would have to go through him to check.
Oof, damn.
I just kind of revealed it so that you would know it's a room there.
Okay.
And sorry we didn't take a break, guys. I apologize.
Okay, I'm just gonna go for it because I think this maybe it'll work. Can I discreetly cast thaumaturgy to try and have if they're unlocked, have them fly open?
Make a sleight of hand check. Because is thaumaturgy somatic or
It has only vocal.
vocal only? Make a sleight of hand check to try to whisper it.
Oh no.
Yeah, definitely. Let me double check the doors. I'm not giving you the wrong info. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. Yeah. So you, right as he's looking at Talum to answer his question, you mutter a few words, and the two doors behind you or behind him fly open and slam against the sides, stone hitting stone. And he kind of looks back over at the doors and then looks back over to you, and he says, "What do you think you're doing? I thought we were here to talk business, not play games."
Is it possible for me to? I was planning on him turning real quick and in that short time, trying to hit him with the butt.
I see. Okay, so you're trying to distract them enough. I will give you an attack on that with the butt of the crossbow, or with like your fist.
Yeah, I guess
I mean,
I'll just make an unarmed
yeah, because
attack.
as a monk, you can make non-lethal bludgeoning damage. You're trained enough to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so
Okay.
in that quick moment as the doors fly open, you go to swing. This would be with advantage because it's a surprise on him.
Awesome. There's one. All right, let's roll again.
Okay. Let's see. Double check his AC. Okay, yeah. You definitely hit him. Let's see how much he has. Yeah, you definitely clock him up the side of the head as he stumbles for a moment. He goes, and he tumbles forward towards the doors, and then he just starts bolting.
Well,
You watch as he just full on dashes into this room.
I mean, I guess that accomplished our goal.
How's Floon looking?
So you walk over to the side of the chamber, and there was a thoroughbred curtain, for say. It's very tattered, that was pulled over to the side, and as you step down these stairs and you slide it open, you can see they're laying unconscious, bound and gagged. Based on descriptions from Volo and looking at Ren, this appears to be extremely similar to Bloom Blackmark. But also weird to note is that, because I mean none of you had seen Flume until just now, the same image that this half orc had cast on himself appears to be the same as this man.
Can I see him taking off?
Yeah, you see him running.
See what he's.
Where he ran into, the room is essentially kind of dark. Yeah, there's no light source in there. The light from the main chamber that you guys were standing in is kind of pouring in a little bit.
I can kind of see him running away.
Yeah, as he starts vanishing into the darkness. What are you trying to do?
Can I just, I guess, try to? Oh, so it's dark in there.
It's dark in here. If you were trying to, as he was here before, because the light's kind of pouring into the room, you were trying to firebolt him in the back, you could try.
No, I'll just hand my ball bearing to my familiar and have him take off after him.
well, I have dark vision too, so I'll try to run alongside of the familiar as well. That way,
You're
at
just
least
gonna
if I can.
run off alone.
I mean, you're right. Yeah.
Split the party.
I'm with
Split
that.
the party.
I'll just send my familiar after him, following at a decent
Yeah.
distance, a small distance, because he. So can I just tell my familiar follow this person even if he leaves the 100-foot range? Or is that too smart? Can anybody else?
Oh, muted. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Yes, you could totally do that. If you wanted to have him chase after and attempt to maintain contact on him, you could try to do it.
Yeah, I'll just have him follow 20 feet behind him, carrying the ball bearing.
Yep. So you wait for your hawk to come over to you, scoop up the ball bearing, and start proceeding into the other chamber.
And the hawk can move 120 feet around, so
It
he should be
can.
able to close the gap.
Yeah, certainly. Reveal the rest of this area for you guys.
Is Floon, or what I perceive, or what I assume is Floon, is he? He's not dying. He said he's unconscious. But he's
He
not,
just appears to be
out.
unconscious. He's breathing. It's a labored breathing. He's not he doesn't look like he's in any immediate harm. It just looks like he was rattled really badly and then bound and thrown in there.
Can I try to wake him up?
Yeah. Make a medicine check for me. Okay, it'll take you a little bit to rouse him, but yeah, you managed to free him of his bonds, and Or do you want to or no? I should ask.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll definitely take his dag
yeah.
out for sure.
You free him of his bonds. And you gently try to wake him up, splash a little water on his face, and he starts to stir. As your hawk rushes into the room, this small ball of light emanating from its hands, make a perception check
Like with the hawk.
with the hawk. Yeah, he flutters into the room, and you can see that there's a staircase that leads up into another chamber, and there are 2 doors that are there currently closed, and then there's there are 4 doors in total. You can see 1 here, 2 up here, and 1 here. All of them appear to be closed. You also can see inside the central chamber that you are in is a stone pillar carved with a symbol, a perfect circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating out from the center. In the middle of the circle is a smaller circle indentation that bears a passing resemblance to a lidless eye.
Okay, and then
But you do not see him.
so like I don't know how much my character actually never mind. No.
Go for it.
Okay.
Tell me.
No. Yeah. So I just see 4 closed doors. Cool. So my familiar fly back or whatever and tell the party that there's just 4 closed doors down the way. I lost track of them.
Floon starts to stir and rise, and you see his eyes start to flicker open a little bit. He goes, please don't hurt me. I told you I don't know anything.
Calm down. We're here to rescue you. Your friend Raynar sent us.
Oh, bless him. Oh, bless Tamora. Please, can we get out of here, please?
Yes. Can you stand?
I think so. And he starts to clamber to his feet.
Can I check the other room, I guess?
You can check anything you like. Just ping it and let me know. That way you don't have to drag, because it's so annoying to me. So that seems to be another prison cell-like structure. There's no bars or gates or anything in there, but you do see that there are manacles chained up on the wall, and a small bedroll that's on the floor underneath it. Appears to be empty currently.
Is that the same for these rooms up here as well?
The rooms with the beds in them?
Yeah, to the west.
Let me double check. Yes, they appear. Well,
Okay.
these do not appear to be prison cells. I apologize. Let me take that back. These appear to be these appear to be sleeping quarters of some kind. They're the bare minimums. There's like a chair and an actual straw bed with a dirty pillow in there that's a little stained yellow. Couple pieces of rations and small lights flickering on the sides.
I'll go and look at the throne. And he seems to be all right.
Sure.
And just look and inspect that he is.
Yeah, make a investigation check.
Okay.
What's up?
When he's doing that, I'd like to take a look at when we found Floon. Was he tied up or chained up at all,
Yes, he was
or just on the floor?
He was on the floor, gagged and bound.
Okay, so we saw all of it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, Perry saw that and released him of those bindings.
Okay, cool.
And he's starting to make his way out into the central chamber, and he looks extremely like he looks nervous, and he's looking around at the group of you, and he's trying to assess like the situation. Perry, you get up there, and you see a very ornate looking chair, very high back. Nothing too decorative about it, other than the purple velvet lining that it has on the interior for where you sit and where you lean your back onto. But it's made of stone, and it's just resting in the center of this raised slate of stone that has the etched symbol, the Xanathar Guild that you've come to recognize.
So did Levi check the two doors, two of the two room doors?
The sleeping quarter rooms. He
I
did.
just asked about them.
Yeah, he was just asking. I mean, if you want to check the rooms themselves, you can make an investigation check.
Well, I just meant like he opened the door and poked.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
head.
He poked his head in. He assessed that they were not prison cells, but rather sleeping areas.
And there's two more doors we need to check.
It's up to you guys. What are you guys looking for? Tizia, what are you doing while everyone's searching around?
Yeah, can I take a look at the little stand thing?
You sure can. What are you looking for?
Just like any sort of like symbols or anything like that besides the one at the top.
Make an investigation check for me. Clarion, what are you doing?
So has anyone actually like healed Floon at all, or is this just like a medicine check to awaken him?
Perry did the medicine check to wake him up. He doesn't have like any like stab wounds or anything serious like that, other than some pretty bad bruising on his sides and on his face. You can tell underneath the battered, bee stung looking face of his, he could be rather quite handsome. Well, maybe not to you. You're a dragonborn. I don't know. It's your preference.
When I ask him, what like exactly do they do to you?
Okay, please, I'll tell you whatever you want. Can we just please get out of here? Please, get me back to Raynar. Get me back to Volo. Get me back out of these sewers. Please, I beg you.
He's already been cut free and everything, right?
Correct.
Okay.
9 on the investigation. You're taking a look at this long cylindrical structure made of stone, and you're not noticing anything out of the ordinary other than the symbol of the Xanathar Guild that is kind of laced around the top of it, and then the smaller eyelid-looking indentation at the very top. The pillar itself doesn't stand more than maybe 4 feet off the ground. It's maybe about chest height is at its highest.
All right, and I'd like to go ahead and mess with my goggles and do a ritual detect magic.
Okay, yeah. You spend 10 minutes taking the time to adjust and configure it to work in this darkness and in this space. And let's check. Yeah. So you take a look at this structure, and it does not appear to be giving off any kind of magical presence. You're not entirely sure what this device might be doing, or if it's just an ornate statue of some kind for representation. But taking some time walking around the chamber, yeah, you're pretty confident that there isn't any magic in that room.
All right, doesn't seem like there's any hidden walls or anything like that. At least any illusionary walls, guys.
Good to know.
So should we get out of here?
Yeah.
There were like two more doors to check, but we could just leave.
Up to you
One
guys.
guy just went running off into the darkness.
Oh, this is.
I
This
think
is
at
his
this
house.
point, the most important thing is probably to get Floon out of there. It looks like he's been through enough.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You guys going back the way you came, or which way you going?
Now, do we know of any other way to get out?
I mean,
We can.
you surmise that this guy ran off somewhere.
Also,
Do
there's
you want
like.
to keep looking with Floon in tow?
I mean, there's that big gray thing, so I don't know if going back up is the right call. I don't know if it would hurt to check this way.
Yeah, can I look again to see if the, the acid blob is coming our way?
Make a perception check. Taking a moment to listen up through the hallway, you can hear a faint sizzling sound, but you're not seeing anything currently. And then you wait a moment more, and then it sounds like something fell off a hinge. And then more sizzling.
Hmm. Should we head back the way we came?
You're getting the sense that maybe it's a slow process.
It's up to the party. Press onward or head back.
Split the party.
I'd say we press onward.
I would agree.
Okay, well, in that case, let's press onward.
Okay, so pressing on into this room here, or what are you guys doing?
Just see if there's an exit out
Sure.
over to the left.
There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. So, make an investigation check for me with advantage as you're all kind of looking around. Beautiful.
Hollis?
Everyone?
Or
Well, I mean, he got a net 20 on it, so.
moot?
Yeah, so perfect. So within a few minutes of you guys just kind of popping open doors, trying to say, well, I mean, if he ran in this way, where the hell did he go? You notice that at the end of this doorway here is a not so flat wall, as there appears to be a hinge on the inside that reveals a secret door leading out. As you open up the door and you step inside or step outside, you can hear the rushing of sewer water, pushing you guys back down into the sewer that you had once came.
There's always a second exit for fire code.
Standing in the entryway of the sewer as the water's rushing, you can look, and now that you're closer to it, you can actually see the platform across from you, and you can see down below there appears to be a very small alcove. I don't know if I can hit it over in this section that seems to be going that way, but it's not exactly wide enough to walk. It's like almost a crawl space, passable but tight. Or you guys can always go back up and around the way you came towards the sewers.
Oh, so there's like a secret kind of crawl space thing.
I mean, you can check that.
You can send your
Yeah.
familiar over there.
Sounds like what they designed birds for. I'll hand him the ball bearing and send him on his way.
Okay. Yeah. Make a perception check for him as he jimmies his way. Once he gets to this part, he has to kind of like walk through. There's no water in here, but he makes his way down the tunnel. Just make a perception check for him. Okay, that's fine. He holding this ball bearing in one foot and then hopping in the other. He starts scurrying down through this tunnel, and it appears that you can maybe squeeze through it. You're not entirely sure. I don't know. But once he gets towards the end of the tunnel, maybe about 15-20 feet or so, you see a wooden floor, and the wooden floor opens up into a bigger room. And at the end of this bigger room, there's a staircase that's in there. And there are a bunch of different crates and sacks and things in this larger interior room. And almost immediately as this bird pops out of the well or the passageway, he can see looming over in front of him this large, like bigger than New York rat that is standing maybe about 4.5 feet tall, tail whipping down onto the wood, teeth and fangs bared at him as he just growls out in this loud snare, trying to scare and swing towards this bird.
Well, I'd try to disapparate it as soon as I can, but
Yeah,
It'll probably get an attack.
no, you do. You manage to, right as it's swinging down towards you, it's you are able to pop him back into the fey. No worry.
Was the staircase going up or down?
From the quick perception check that he did, it appeared to be going up.
So, there was a giant rat and a staircase going up. And it seems like we could get through there if we really squozed.
Squozed.
Did it look like a building? Like a-
It had a wooden floor. Yeah, it kind of looked like a basement, to be honest.
So a secret exit. Are they quick?
Yeah, a lot less trudging through water. There is a giant rat, though, so be careful.
That's just a rat.
Did you see any
He
wet
looked
tracks?
humanoid. Wet tracks
Wait.
on the rat that you saw looked humanoid in form, like
The
not
rat looked
yeah.
humanoid in form.
not just
Okay.
like a large rat trying to bite at him, but like it was bipedal.
What?
Beetle rat.
This doesn't make any sense.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
But yeah, were there any like wet signs that show that the half orc may have run through the water and through there?
Yeah, taking a few minutes and with your previous investigation check and looking through detect magic, you do notice that there are, there wouldn't be wet tracks because it's dry on the surface you're standing on. So you
Oh no, I meant for
on
For the
the
bird, like in the
Oh, here?
hallway.
yeah, like when he was like kind of telling us, yeah, how
no,
it
no,
was.
he did not. No, the surface was dry. There were no wet tracks. There were no sloshes of water. No signs of passing.
I'm sure that guy is gone by now.
Yeah, totally.
So which way you guys want to go? You want to go through the creepy basement or
You can always trek
out
your
through
way
the
back the
sewers?
way. Yeah, however you want.
We should probably just take a peek.
I vote for creepy basement as well.
Let's do it.
Perry, you go first. The rat will probably hardly hurt you.
Trying to see 1 minute. All right. Yeah.
Will the whole party like be able to fit through there? Even Clarion, Jumbo Boy?
It would be a tight fit for him. He'll just have to make a acrobatics check, just for fun. But you can manage
One
it.
at a time, right?
Yeah, it's one at a time and it's slow. Perry has a little bit of an easier time because of his size, and Floon the entire time is like, oh man, where are we going? Yeah, it's just with help. You'll just it's funny. You get stuck at some parts, and then you're kind of Winnie the Pooh at one point, and then they kind of have to shove you through. But you guys can get your way through there. If that, I assume that's what you guys are doing.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself before
You bet.
I enter.
So I'll go behind Perry,
Mhm.
and then I'll have Floon come in right behind me.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. As you guys just try to shove this scared guy through the well or through this hole. Yeah, you guys managed to make your way through. You guys are now currently standing in what appears to be some kind of cellar. There are packed goods with dates and labels on them. There appears to be sacks of flour and rice and salt and pepper and all those various things in this warehouse / cellar. You can see that there is a wooden staircase that leads up. Taking a quick glance around the room, no sign of what Talum saw.
Oh god.
Oh boy. That is not good for Talum.
I thought you said there's a rat in here.
I thought so as well. Oh boy.
Why don't we get out of here before the rat comes?
Onward and upward.
If there even is a rat.
It was all in your mind.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, so you guys head up the stairs, and you lift open the trapdoor to this cellar, and as soon as you open it up, there is the sound of music and warmth hits your faces, and as you guys are now leaving from the sewers covered in sewer water, smelling pretty bad, you approach the landing of this first floor of what appears to be some sort of tavern or inn, and looking around, you see that it is entirely staffed by halflings, and they're all a little startled at your approach, and they're like, "What are you doing there?" Some of them are like hiding behind the counter, covering their noses.
I'll cast Druidcraft and kind of like try and dull the smell with like lavender.
Sure. And some of them appear to be thankful for it, and one of them, an older halfling, long gray beard, looking at you, and he appears to be wearing a decent looking suit, and he sees you making eye contact as you're coming up the stairs first, and he says to you in halfling, "Oh well, I don't know where you've been, stranger, but please, no weapons up here. Just move along, and please don't come again. And there is a bathhouse, not too far. Maybe you want to go visit it."
I snapped my fingers a couple times. They weren't dry and smell fine.
I appreciate you not tracking mud through the house. Well, we're gonna have to. Where'd you guys come from?
I'll speak to him in halfling and just like, don't worry, just happened to come out of a it's a weird story, actually, a long story, but to keep it short, we just happened to come through here. We're not even trying to be here. We're just trying to find an exit, so we'll be on our way.
Please do. Don't come again. And you guys kind of shimmy your way out into a portion of Waterdeep where you guys are standing outside now in the sunlight. Back to the main map. Excuse me. And as you guys enter into the main thoroughfare, you can see that you are actually no longer in the dock ward, but let's see, from there to there. Yes, you guys are currently about here. And if Tizio, you would recognize this once you entered this area. This is the trades ward of Waterdeep. You guys appear to have traveled quite a bit of ways from where you were.
So Perry's interested in where exactly we just came out of.
Yes. So let me pull up the name for you. What is the name? Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, Talon looks very visibly relieved to be out of the water.
Oh, I imagine. Give me 1 second to pull up that name for you.
At the moment, paper and wizarding do not mix, or water and wizarding do not mix too well.
That is very true. So you, it's funny. You come out right about on the corners of Blackmall Street and Telshinbra Street in the Trades Ward, and standing behind you as you guys are looking at this building now, you can see that there is a sign on there that it says the Underdark. It appears to be a small tavern.
That's amazing.
Small tavern for halflings?
Yes. Everything, as you guys were leaving the tavern, appeared to be customly made for halflings. Nothing was standard human height.
Yeah. Perry's a little sad. He made a bad first impression. But yeah, all right.
It's right about there somewhere. Oh no, south of.
Tizio, do you know of anywhere we could go buy some
Right about there.
some magic supplies?
Yeah, they're kind of fancier locations in here, but yeah, I know a couple places.
He does. He does know a few. Which
Well-
shop do you
What's
want
how-
to direct them
I was
to?
gonna say, what's the closest one?
Well, we should
around
get
here?
Floon dropped off, but
Yeah.
He is looking at the group of you and says, "Please, please, I know where we are. We can't. Can we head back to the portal, please?"
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, you guys start making your way back up towards the castle ward, the southern part of it, to reach back to the yawning portal. It's getting a little bit later in the day now. You guys had originally entered the sewers around noon, and that is where we will leave the session for the night. Good job, guys.
Run.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah, we had some bad rolls at the beginning.
At the beginning, the whole time.
I found that I only roll well on history checks, but not
Just-
history checks about things I care about.
I
Only
noticed
history
that as
checks
well
about
for myself.
random things.
The dice tell no lie. That's all I can say.
Trust the dice, man. If they think George is not meant to be, George is not meant to be.
I don't know. It's very strange that you fight a gazer so soon.
Oh, and a circle with 10 lines coming off of it.
Ah,
Wonder what it could be.
who knows?
Don't take a look at any covers of any books.
Yeah, Xanathar's Guide to Everything is just a ploy. It's not a real book.
Oh yeah, I gotta buy a copy of Volos, but in game.
Go for it. I have a thing for that. So,
We
Volos
get
is
in.
such a good read too. Like,
What's
even
that?
if-
oh,
Volos
Volos.
is such a good read.
Yeah, it is. I'm a little more preferable of Mordenkainen's just because of the lore. But Volos is a more, oh, here's the user's guide to so and so. It's pretty fun. Mordenkainen's like, this
They
is
just
what it
released-
is. Just deal with it.
They just released Volo's errata.
Yeah, I saw you posted that. Thank you.
Seems kind of annoying to own physical books because when they release errata, you get
True. That's why you just wait until you're old and then buy them all. How many more
Yeah,
corrections
just
can
print
they
it
make?
up and put it with the, put it as a bookmark in the book.
Levi, I hope that was fun for you. I really appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, this is the first time being a monk, and I am happy with the amount that I am not. I was worried I was going to be a little like squishy as a monk, but I think I used my key points right. So
I think you did it really well, and you guys all did really good role playing too. I appreciate it.
yeah,
And
Yeah, you guys did a nice
looks
job.
like Calarian ran off for the night. I hope we didn't. Oh no, he's still in
No.
chat. Okay, I just saw you drop off roll 20. But yeah, no, you guys did awesome. So you definitely made your way back to the yawning portal without issue. Got a couple stares at as you guys made your large group heading back, but without issue, you're able to get back in there and hopefully on the next session find Floon, collect your reward, or
Quick
find Volo.
question.
Yes.
Now that just because it's just fresh right now. We've been down there for quite a while. That we traveled and whatnot.
Yes.
Roughly, do we know what time of day?
Volo's been kidnapped. Yep. I would say it's probably late afternoon, looking maybe 3, 4, 5 o'clock, somewhere around there. It's still spring, so the sun doesn't set for a while.
I'm gonna hop off. See you guys next week.
All right, thank
See ya.
you.
Take it easy, man.
See ya.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions for me, please, feel free to ask.
Well, that's the end of the campaign, right?
Yeah, the whole thing was just finding one dude.
We now enjoy the rest of the year.
So much
lounging
lore that you
around.
guys missed.
3 months of downtime, right?
No, now we got to figure out why the paper bird destroyed itself.
Because there was a wall.
There was. I gave you the opportunity to see if he was going to go outside. You stayed inside and did it.
You
But
give me an opportunity to go outside? I'm confused.
I thought you were going to go outside and use it.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought I could go through doors, but I guess not.
It can't like dematerialize through a door.
So what did your insight check reveal, or are you gonna keep that to yourself?
Oh, he was scared.
Oh.
He was trying to... Well, he was trying to look threatening, but like... So, I don't... What was the
No,
exact word?
it was a good front. I was thinking
Yeah,
thinking
I was-
about doing like an insight check to see how strong he was. But I was like, he's probably pretty tough.
Yeah, I figured this guy was a high-level spellcaster, and we were kind of like, make a deal or die.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to like disintegrate. his
out of
crossbow.
game?
That worked out well.
Out of game, he was like a level 2 caster. Like, that's it.
Yeah, so he would have died with 5 of us, but it would have been a good fight for Talum to try to 1v1.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
One thing
he,
about
That's the only
casters-
reason I thought I could get as close as I could to him. If he wasn't nervous, I'd be like, all right, never mind.
yeah. Levi noticed it first. He was like, "Oh, this dude's scared shitless."
Yeah. The fun thing about casters though is if at least at lower levels, if you can like tie them up and keep them from talking, they're kind of screwed.
Definitely. Well, next game would be next Sunday, same time, 7:00. I'm gonna definitely work on the music. Usually we have sound. I do apologize for it not working, so that's my fault. Last session previous, the music wasn't skipping like it was, so I don't know why it's giving me issues. But I will correct that for the next one. So I do apologize, and for everyone in the stream, thank you for your patience on that. But yeah, that
The experience was ruined. I'll never play with you again.
Immersion ruined.
like I told Talon at the start, I'm like, if this sound keeps skipping while I'm in the middle of talking, I'm gonna be so furious. I can't. It's too much like OCD. I can't deal with it. But that's why I don't like dragging through maps and stuff. Like if you guys were gonna get into a fight, that's why I wanted to throw you on the map. But then when you see rooms, you're like, okay, I guess we're going to the next room here. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I think having like, especially if we're crawling a dungeon, having a map just to kind of picture it
Yeah.
is useful. But like, if you don't want us dragging around, like we can easily just...
Well, I
You
mean,
just reveal the room
if you
where-
guys want to drag around, I'm not going to tell you that you can't. You're more than welcome to drag and interact with the game as much as possible to keep you occupied. That's fine with me. It's just it's whatever. We'll work out a system that works for each of us. I have maps for everything that I walk you guys through, other than that sewer fight with the Gazer, because Wizards doesn't make individual sewer fights like that. But I have maps for everything else, so it shouldn't be a problem. You guys can click and drag wherever you want, if you want to.
Honestly, I'm pretty content with just a white piece of paper with some lines on it. I just need some sort of picture because dungeons can get very weavy.
Yep, no, I understand, and I will make sure I have enough visual representation for you guys.
But I don't need anything fancy or...
No, it's got to be fancy. I have standards.
Oh, okay.
I literally said in Discord that I will add all of his level 1 spells for him. I think that I set a bar, didn't I?
That just sounds like so much unneeded effort.
I set a bar and I will do it. Yeah, but that was interesting. I was wondering how you guys were going to interact with the that lair boss. I
I
also
didn't really understand what its end goal was. He was like, bring us the stone. What stone? He was like, oh, I guess I can't ask for the stone. They're too stupid. So then he just...
Well, I mean,
right away.
you guys were playing coy with it because Raynar told you guys what the stone was.
Well, kind of. Like, he told us...
He told you exactly what it was.
I was more worried about the gelatinous cube than him.
Yeah. It wasn't a gelatinous cube.
Oh, it wasn't? Oh,
no.
okay.
Perry, because you weren't here, I'll repeat it for you because you missed the last session when you said it. But Raynar had said, and I will quote him. Excuse me. The Zentarium think that my father embezzled a large amount of gold while he was open lord, and that he hid the dragons somewhere in the city. They think that they can find it by using an artifact called the Stone of Galore, which was in the hands of the Xanathar Guild until recently. Apparently someone stole it. The Zents thought I knew something about all of this, but I don't. My father and I haven't spoken in years. And Raynar told that to the party when you guys released him.
Yeah, so I had Zentarum think gold is hidden in the city. Stone of Galar could possibly be used to find it.
Yeah. And Raynar had told you guys that the Zents or the Xanathar had it first.
Yeah. But that doesn't really explain what it is besides
Correct.
maybe a divining rod of some sort.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be something you guys come across.
As Perry put it, genocide rock. Although I
That's what it
think
sounded like to me.
I feel like the Annihilation Sphere might hold that title.
Don't tempt me.
Dude, if you an Annihilation Sphere would be so funny.
Don't tempt me. All right, so yeah, we will pick up next Sunday. Thank you all for playing. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Fun.
Oh.
Should
I do want to implement one additional awesome thing for you guys. And we don't have to do it right now, but think of somebody who you thought did particularly cool this session, and we'll come to a consensus, and they will get advantage and DM inspiration.
Oh, I forgot I had that from the writing the letter thing.
Mm-hmm.
I could have used it. Damn it!
Mm-hmm.
Damn it!
Are these like open votes, or is it like anonymous votes that we just send to you?
However you want. It's fine if it's open. It's whatever. Doesn't matter. Or if you want to keep it hidden, you can just message me personally in Discord. But you know, the goal is to incentivize each of you to, you know, give and take, and you guys have been doing that excellently. And I hope that I'm giving you each enough time to interact with the world.
I'm having fun.
I'm just gonna buy Volo's book and read all about it.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
The gazer will be
So
mine.
definitely, as far as reading goes, I think it's one of the more interesting ones to read. So the
Well-
player's handbook is just all rules, but Voles is all about like just lore about different creatures.
And that's why I said I like Mordenkainen, because he's talking about creatures, but he's also giving you the lore as to why those creatures are the way they are. So, but I'm a lore nerd, so.
I like Mordecai because it has multiple pages on beholders. They're the best D&D monster.
Mhm.
Which book has the Dreadnought?
I think that's Volo. I'm not sure. Hold on.
That's the end game for this campaign.
A Dreadnought?
Oh God.
Exactly.
All right, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, don't say anything. Like,
Let's see.
also, I see that I feel like you changed. Did you add a subtitle to the Roll20 game, or was it always A Marvelous City or whatever? The City of Splendors. Did it always have that subtitle?
For the Roll20 game itself, it always had that title.
Oh, okay.
Waterdeep, the City of Splendors. Because, I mean, the campaign you guys are currently running is Waterdeep Dragon Heist, but obviously since we're expanding past that, I changed the title.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, I gotta finish getting ready. I gotta wake up at like.
No,
4
yeah,
a.m.,
you
so-
bet, man. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for the awesome birthday present.
It's your birthday?
Happy birthday.
Tomorrow.
Happy
Tomorrow is-
birthday.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
happy birthday.
Yeah.
Nothing I enjoy better than to tell a good story.
All right,
Seems
guys. See
rude.
ya.
Have a good one, Perry.
Seems-
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off, but thanks again.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it.
No.
It's in Mordenkainen's, by the way, the Astral Dreadnought.
I can't wait for next Sunday. I'll see you guys then.
Thank you. Have a good night,
It seems-
everybody.
Have a good night,
It
guys.
seems it seems prohibitively expensive to try to purchase a scrying scroll.
You don't know.
I mean, I can Google the estimated price of scrolls.
Right, I know that, but I'm saying in game.
Yeah, I know.
No. Hold on. Let me finish. There may be a wizard who may need something in return for services.
Yeah, of course. There's always ways around that, but you know.
I mean, so, and Tizzy would be able to tell you this, but there are clerics that provide services for a fee. So buying a scroll might not be your only option.
Oh, I guess paying someone to cast it is probably cheaper than buying a scroll. Although,
Just
yeah,
Just a
it's
thought.
unlikely he could be scryed upon anyway.
I don't know. You have to try.
Wizards be like that.
This is true.
Anyway, it was fun. Thanks for DMing. I always appreciate it.
Thank you. I'll catch you next Sunday.
I'm sure I'll talk to you before then in chat.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. See you later.